Ahoy! Turn this down a little bit. Hola! Wait, I need to get my... Just so everybody knows, we're not doing... I'll do an account review next week, but we're not doing an account review for chat. I'm getting my account reviewed. So I normally sit here and make fun of all of you guys for your bad accounts. But today, I figured we'd switch things up and we'd get my bad account flamed. Wow, live on both Twitch and YouTube, and Twitch is dead. That's so weird. Some days it's like Twitch is more poppin' than YouTube, and other days YouTube is more poppin' than Twitch. Okay. Yeah. So if you're asking for an account review, you're not getting one today. Sorry. But if you're in the Discord, you can join the Discord. If you're not, go to the account review tab, and there you will find where you can put your UID, or I can review if there's something specific you want to review. Make sure you got it, or make sure you specify. Mm-hmm. 3 a.m. Holy cow, where do you live? Why are the same two songs playing? Let's just do this. All right. I'm not going to fix anything. My account is what it is. The Philippines? Wait, I need to stream earlier to reach my Filipino friends. Or later in the night, I guess. That works too. I'm good, Zola. How are you? Yo, what's up, Ryan? How are you? Is Jeff here? Not yet. In like 20 minutes he will be. We're just gonna... Okay, we just gotta make sure that everything's in line, you know? How you get that 6 swoop in the front of your hair? That's just how my hair is. I just have curly hair. And I'm like fresh out the shower like 30 minutes ago. Alright. Okay, we're good here. This is good, right? That's fine. Maybe he can teach me what C6 Raiden actually does, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what C6 Raiden does. I just have it. Triple crowned, okay. This one's bad. This one's pretty bad. He crits when he wants to. Wait. Why do I have a crit damage circlet on him? Wait. Oh, that's an insane one. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Not really though. What's up, Andrea? How are you? I don't know what it does. I just have it. Could be more crit damage. Raiden? Nah, she got a lot of ER. C6 Raiden needs no explanation. She just destroys and gives you 36 stars on Abyss. Lol. Alright, my Nahida low-key, like, actually, not bad. 1002 EM, like, I snuck in there. My Zhongli is actually pretty good. Pretty good Zhongli. I don't think I'm going to find a lot of people out there that have a better Zhongli, you know? My Kazuha, the EM is not there. Hanging in there. Have to work this weekend though. Sag, how have you been? Oh, unlucky. Hope work goes well though. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I've been good. Eula, kind of scuffed. NGL. Ganyu, not a horrible Ganyu actually. Okay. Honestly,
all the world holds
my count's not bad. I've seen worse.
Constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Why is everybody talking at once? How do you only have 9% crit rate? I mean, I know crit doesn't really matter for her, but... Tell your friends, Emma. Yo, what did this guy ask me to do? Oh, I saw Jonathan do this daily yesterday. What's up, Pilo? Pilo? Mpilo? How are you? Hello, where are all my dailies? There's one. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. About to get my account reviewed. No way, brother.
No sense of respect.
What?
A scholar's
That's
journey
fair. I haven't.
shouldn't end.
Dude, he died to the fire. Did you see that?
Too slow.
I didn't even touch that guy. This dude was just literally dying to the fire. We didn't start the fire. Who's your fave character? Probably Raiden. I enjoy Raiden. Average Raiden enjoyer. I bet 10 cents Sajev will roast you. You only bet 10 cents? Dude. I don't bet for anything less than $3,000.
That's close enough.
A new punching bag today.
No way, I beat that one without them. I wonder if I can get the other one without them noticing. Ah, this one will be harder because it's closer. No way. That's crazy. How did I do that? Without them even blinking, bro. All right, I bet $3,001. All right, I'm going to tell Jeff not to roast me. And I'll win $3,000 and I'll give him 500. Boom, get scammed, nerd.
Quit following me.
Were those the easiest dailies ever? Hi, Murdoch. Brown.
Add Astro. Thank you for completing today's commit.
Thank you for completing today's commission. Your mom. Omega lol, get
Add
wrecked.
Astro.
What's up, Scuffy? How are you? Oh, not that one.
Add Astra.
What? I thought it said it was ready.
Add Astra.
What's my next adventure? What? Too fragile and a standard? Bruh. This, I can't believe this is it. They need to give you like a free 10 pull, bro. What's up, Boogie? How are you? It needs to be a free 10 pull, honestly. L. Sumeru Catherine. Imagine getting stabbed in the back while being controlled. What in the world? Him used to do commission. Relax. Emma, the only reason why I ever did dailies in Inazuma is because you need to. Some of the world quests are daily locked. But now all the world quests except for Inazuma are complete. So I'm just doing it in Sumeru because I don't know if any of them are quest locked or lock any world quests or not. Hello, Scuffy. Didn't I already say hi? Are you baiting for attention? You think they'll ever raise the AR? Nah, I don't think so. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work to get to AR-60. You have to have no life, play the game all the time, Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm just doing that to roast Dish in case she's in here, because she's AR-60. You have any plans on what you want to name your Wanderer? I don't. Maybe Mr. Pooper. What's up, DJ? No, we have grass in Sumeru Forest. Lol. Yeah, I can ask him that, yeah. Alright, I think I did my dailies.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Just to occupy silence.
Things can't go on like this.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Dish is AR-60. I know, she's a nerd. The sound of the hammering.
With you all the way. Gonna be
With
epic.
you all the way.
Parts are safe for sure.
Things can't go on like this.
Am I trying too hard?
Bro, what? Bro, what? My brother, what? Hold up.
Things can't go on like this.
Parts are safe for sure.
That's crazy. Huh. Huh. No way. I'm sorry, one sec.
Things can't go on like this.
Am I trying too hard?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Yeah, I know, okay, I know. Yeah, Jeff is going to review my account in a few minutes here. Let me actually go to his stream and tell him I'm ready whenever. Oh, wait. Where is he? Ready whenever. What the heck? I just gotta get him my. Okay. It is time to log out. Oops. Okay. My bio still makes your head hurt? How? What's my bio?
Okay, so we're gonna
Oh.
we're gonna change our minds, and we're gonna be doing an he took it down hog unlisted. Very cool.
All right. Can you send? How do you send a message in Discord? There we go. Just kidding. I'm an idiot. All right, yo. Wait. Let's do this real quick. I need to make the chat smaller. There's chat right there. We can move it down here. Okay. Hello, YouTube. We're about to do something totally different. Normally, I account review the community and I roast them to oblivion. However, today we're going to shake it up a little bit. And I'm going to be the one that's getting account reviewed by Mr. Zjeff77. If you're not familiar with his content, go check him out. The link to his channel will be in the description. And I'll put like a little PNG image of like his PFP and stuff. Anyways, he's a very smart Genshin math person. And so he's going to roast my account and maybe even help it if he's so kind. So anyways, hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. All right, let's get into it. All right. Yo, what's up, Cryptic? Let's open. Where'd I put his stream? He's peepo typing. Nice hairstyle, thank you. It's my fresh out of the shower hairstyle. You guys hear his peepo typing?
Alright, seems like we're getting the good ending, so that's Pog. Okay, so now that that's that and out of the way, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing an account review. We're gonna be reviewing Spro's account. Very Pog, very cool, very nice.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Okay, so I am going to log into your account. Yes?
Okay. Yes. I think.
Right.
Wait. I think I'm logged out. Yes.
Okay. We just okay. Make sure I'm not leaking anything. I may or may not have leaked a password before.
Oh my gosh, dude.
they were quick on the trigger and they changed it before.
That's good.
Yeah. At least I realized I leaked it. Okay, but yeah, because of that, just like to be sure. But I think I've just sent the 2-factor thing. But yeah, just to be sure, like after someone sends me their login information, now I just like spam A until it's like not on screen, even if I accidentally alt tab to it.
Okay. There you go.
All right. And is it America?
Yeah.
All right. Let me share my screen. Getting ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready for anything.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Can you see?
Yes. We got this. I'm normally, everything I do just ends up being scuffed no matter how much planning I'm doing. So the fact that we've made it this far and we're in the clear is good. Yeah. 2 wrongs make a right. So 2 scuffs makes a not scuffed. That's my queen. Oh wait, I don't think you guys can. Wait, what the heck? Wait, can you guys hear him or no?
Oh, he's muted now.
Okay. Yeah,
Hi. Hello.
I didn't have any audio coming from you either. Lol.
Okay. But you at like 170%.
Oh sheesh.
Okay, they can hear me.
Yo,
Very
thanks for all the
cool.
follows, everybody. I appreciate it.
They can
Welcome
hear
in.
you. Very cool. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with me in spro stream, I am the Jeff. I am a Genshin Impact theory crafter and content creator, and today we're going to be reviewing Spro's account. So for those of you who don't know Spro in my stream, you can feel free to introduce yourself as well.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm Spro. Also known as Dish's husband. Those are 2 nicknames that I go by. Either is fine. I'm scuffed, as you can tell. I don't have ADHD, but sometimes I feel like I do, even though I know that I don't, because Dish has ADHD, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not like that at all. But then I have my moments. It's like only when I turn the camera on, though. It's like really weird. I don't know. So.
Yeah. Too many things to pay attention to at once.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, usually my account reviews, the way that it goes is I basically just go through everything. And then I basically try to figure out like what you want out of your account. And then open up the Excel. And we start listing all of the like ways that you can get to that, and then ordering them from like most efficient to least efficient. And then, if you want, you can follow that for like your resin investment and stuff like that, just to have like a nice little plan ahead.
Yeah.
So you're never stuck like wondering, what should I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I should
That's
change
helpful.
my title.
Dish said Excel, bruh.
Yes.
He's a
What
corpo
else?
man.
Hell yeah.
He subscribes
Okay.
to Microsoft Office 365.
No, I don't. I actually bought Excel like as a standalone. I just Oh, that was a fucking pain in the ass though, because like I bought it and then it just wouldn't install, and I was basically like stuck there like for 2 hours trying to troubleshoot what the problem was with just having just spent like almost $100 on something that I just could not install.
What?
And I was
Crazy.
very angry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, but it's fine. Yeah, it is worth it for watching Excel with the boys. Hell yeah.
Watching Excel with the boys, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's one of my 7TV emotes.
That's funny.
Okay, so first things first, let's go here because there's a nice little menu in Abyss where you can basically just see all your characters and their levels without it being cringe.
Oh really?
Yeah, just like this, right? Like you see all the
Oh,
characters
yeah,
and their
yeah,
levels, and there's no other good menu for that. Like you can do it through like the character screen, but I find it cringe.
I thought you were about to pull up some like hacks. Or
No,
something.
no, it's nothing crazy. Okay, so why don't you tell me like what characters you main, what teams you like playing, stuff like that.
Yeah, so my Raiden is probably like my bread and butter. I have her C6 R1. I probably spent the most time building her. Like by building I mean hating myself in the emblem domain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, so that's probably yeah, she's number one. I don't have like her team. Like my Sara is not built super well, so I want a better Sara. I just want like an exquisite, perfect Raiden team. So, and I think Yelan is like good in that, so I'm going to be pulling for Yelan on the next banner. After that, like I don't know, I just kind of like build like all the DPS 5 stars until they're like acceptable, and then I like leave them, and then as you can see all of my supports are like half built, so like they're all like middle of the road right there. Yeah. And then just like I told you, like that's when I'm like I gotta fight this boss 10 times to get it past level 70.
Yeah.
Like never mind.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense.
And I've lost nearly all of my 50/50s to Mona and Chi-Chi, and recently I attempted to build them, but as you can see I also gave up.
How many constellations do we have on those? Let's take a look. Where's Mona? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, interesting.
I think my Diluc's like C1 or C2, and then my Gene's C1. It's like I rarely lose to them.
Nice.
And then I don't have Tanari, so. Oh,
I don't have Chi-Chi or Tifnari.
You don't have Chi-Chi?
No.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'll give you one. You can have it.
I mean, I'm not a whale or like even a dolphin. Like I spent a little bit of money like when I started, but I don't even buy Welkin anymore.
Wow, proud of you.
I kicked the addiction. But so I don't actually have like that many 5 stars. I have a decent amount, obviously, because I've been playing since day one.
Yeah.
But it's still like reasonable that I don't have Chi-Chi. But I get a feeling that I'll be seeing her soon. Okay, and what do you want to do? Where do you want to get your account? Like, do you care about clearing Abyss?
Yeah, I can clear Abyss. As is. I don't think I've done it this one, but that was my first time ever doing it. Yeah.
Like, do you care about it? Is it something that like you want to be able to do easily? You want to be able to like.
So I think nowadays I can do it pretty easily. It's just a matter of like if I even want to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what I would want to do is like do like randomizer and hop in there, because like I don't have like none of my characters are built
Yeah.
for me to confidently
Okay.
be like, okay, I'm gonna do a random. I think if
I,
wait, go back
I
to
will
the
warn you. This Abyss randomizer is the most painful fucking shit. I
Oh,
hate the Wolf Lord. It's
yes,
just so
I did
not
it.
fun.
Go back to the summary.
Mm-hmm.
Where what's the most recent one? Oh yeah, 30. Yeah. When I got to the Wolf Lord, I was like, yeah, never mind. Like I'm done here.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
And then I think that other 30 on 10 2022 was I tried to do a randomizer and it was like, nah, this is my time is best spent elsewhere.
Yeah. All right. All right. Actually,
So yeah, I think my weakness is my supports. So
Okay, let's quickly take a look at some of the characters. So you said that you're right on this build. Like, she definitely is. Got the right set, good weapon, very cool. And C6, okay. You were talking about Sarah. The thing about Sarah is she's actually not that good.
really,
Yeah, because you have High Constellation Raiden, she's still good. When you look at like low Constellation Raiden, Sarah's kind of just like it makes the initial slash Raiden number bigger, which like is the serotonin that a lot of people are looking for. But when it comes to like actual DPS, she's very often a downgrade. Because you have
really?
High Constellation Raiden, that's probably not the case.
okay.
Because she's also C6 and you have High Cons Raiden, right? Because basically, what she does is she takes Raiden's damage and she multiplies it. Because you have C6, but realistically, C4, 5, and 6 don't matter. So because you have C3 Raiden, the amount of damage you're multiplying is bigger, and so her contribution to the team also in turn becomes bigger. Whereas something like Official, which is what I usually like doing in Raiden teams, it's not multiplying Raiden's damage, it's adding onto it. And so the how big the Raiden damage is doesn't affect how much damage Official is doing. So constellations with Raiden don't make her better. But yeah.
How does Fischl add to Raiden? See, this is also where I'm like, I'm a brain dead idiot. Is like, I just type in like Slice character review, Sevi plays character review, and I like watch it on 1.5 speed, and I'm like, all right, like I know the amount that I need to know.
Yeah, it's not so much that Fischl adds to Raiden, but rather that they both benefit from the same things. And so what you'll usually see for like Raiden hypercarry teams is you'll have Raiden, you'll have Bennet, you'll have Kazuha, and then you'll have that Sarah at the end, right? The thing is, Bennet and Kazuha, like, they give you a lot of attack, and they give you a lot of... actually, you know what? Let me check if you have any... You don't have any portable waypoints. Do you mind if I craft a portable waypoint for you?
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Okay. But yeah, so Bennet and Kazuha, like, yeah, they buff Raiden, but they also buff Fischl. And so you can, like, decide to trade that, like, fourth buff slot for instead a second unit that benefits from the 2 buffs you already have.
Yeah. I mean, I love Kazuha.
High Constellation Raiden, that's probably not worth it, but it's still a nice thing to know about if you want to, like, switch it up and play different things.
What's your Raiden team?
Usually that's what I use. Well, when I play her with this build, it's usually Raiden, Bennet, Kazuha, Fischl.
Okay.
But lately, my Raiden has not been on this build at all. He's been on the only true and real good Raiden build, which is fully M.
Oh, you're a fully M Raiden user. This is where I also did Slice search bar, watched in the Sevi's search bar, watched their videos on EM Raiden and said, yeah, I'm not farming another domain. I've invested way too much into Emblem. You're not taking that ER Sands away from me.
Okay, let me take out the right team. So one thing that I've noticed as well is he's not on 4-piece noblesse. I'm gonna assume that's just because
I think I yoinked one
he
of those
was,
pieces.
and yeah, you yoinked a piece. That's usually what happens. Let's just.
Even if I didn't, let's say I did.
We've got ER. Sword. Sure. I don't have his burst, but that's fine. Actually, let's get the bursts.
Yo, Cham, thanks for the raid, yo. Yo, if you hear from Cham's stream, we're currently doing an account review. Where's the Jeff is reviewing my account. So I hope you enjoy. Welcome, guys.
So, what do we got for this? We definitely have better options. Let's go for that.
Is Elegy good for Yelan?
Yes, it is. It's
Okay.
generally, I mean, it depends on where you play her, but I consider it to generally be her best weapon over Aqua Simulacra.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because in a lot of the teams, you do need energy recharge, which means that the substat isn't wasted.
Yeah.
And so any team that can take advantage of the LG's effects, which are like the EM bonus, right? For your whole team and the attack bonus, benefit a lot from having that LG on the team. So her personal damage would be lower, but the team's DPS would be higher.
Got it.
So it's been so long since I played with Sarah, but I think this is how you do it usually. Yeah.
Sheesh.
So that 400k hit.
Holy cow.
This is your account. Why are you
Oh,
surprised?
sheesh. Oh, yeah. And that happens all the time. You're right. Yep, definitely happens all the time.
But yeah, so
Not a scuffed gamer at all.
one thing that's important to keep in mind for Raiden was that his highest crit. Wait, should we check? Wait.
Nah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Wait, no, was it? Wait, was it?
I
No.
mean, it was 400k-ish, right?
Yeah. No, I feel like I've done 500k with somebody.
Well, it said 400k. So
No way. Wait, go back to it? I don't believe this.
426k, 225.
Nah, see, I do it. It's not even the 28th, bro. It's the 27th. Look at that. It's not even the 28th.
You're right. That's a year ago.
Oh my! Almost flamed me, bro. I think it was with Raiden, like 90% sure.
I'll beat it right now. Let's get ourselves a crit damage circlet, yeah.
Oi.
I don't want. Ew. What's that? Oh, that crit rate? Ugh. That doesn't give us bigger numbers. Sort with attack percent. Yeah, that's what I like to see. No, I guess it's not that much, but it's fine. We won't have to
Retry.
reset too many times. It's fine. Oh, we can do it against the PMA too. To get all that extra resistance shred.
Okay, look at this hacks talking about things I don't even know about, bro.
So when he splits, right? You gotta kill one of the parts, and when you kill it, like he goes like limp for a little bit, right? When he's limp, his resistance is like way down, so you can deal a lot more damage. So people use it for screenshots. Now the challenge is gonna be to kill the small dudes without while still finishing with bursts up. Maybe I can just Raiden burst without any buffs. It's probably fine, right? Ugh. proc this one. Okay, at least we got lucky with the attack it did. And whatever, let's just do this. You know what, let's just do it like this, actually.
Copium.
Cool. We didn't crit.
Wait, so what's the rotation? Is it Bennet, Kazuha, Sara, Raiden?
Yes. Basically, oh my god, he doesn't. He's still aggro. Basically, like, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you swirl Electro. Like, that's the biggest thing that can go wrong in this team, is that you just don't swirl Electro.
Uh-huh.
The thing about that is, Raiden's E, the way that it works, is it has an internal cooldown, which means it doesn't always apply Electro when it hits. But it does apply on the initial hit, and on the first time you proc the E. Which means that you can use Raiden E into Bennet Burst into Kazuha E, and that's gonna swirl Electro. But the problem is
to Bennet Burst to Kazuha Burst.
Yeah, E or Burst. I mean, you can use either really. The problem is if you already have your E out like this. Well, I'll just show it like you're supposed to, right? So like this, right? You do this, and you do Sarah, but I don't think I have her burst right now, and then you do this. You're vibing, right?
Yeah.
Let's get our energy back. But the problem is, if you already have your E out, when you press E and then you do this time he doesn't get Electro back. Because the way that the internal cooldown works is the cast itself has a separate internal cooldown from like when it procs, but if your E is already out when you cast it, your cast is gonna proc your E.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And so that can fuck up your setups a little bit when you are looking at like second rotation onwards.
Yeah.
But as long as like you keep in mind that it's a thing, you can also just go for like a slightly slower rotation. Wait, I'm stuck. Okay. Where you use your Kazuha stuff before your Bennet Burst. And it is a bit slower, but like at least you don't have to deal with dies of cringe, not swirling Electro and losing half your damage because of it.
Yeah.
He's gonna die to Sarah's burst, isn't he? No. But
No crit again.
it's fine. I mean, I'm on 40% crit rate. It makes sense. Like whatever. It was gonna happen. It's fine. Okay. It's alright.
How long
Alright,
is
it doesn't
that
matter.
internal cooldown?
It's internal cooldown is like. Oh, that's of course it's the Electro one. That's probably useful. It means he's going to be a little bit tankier. The way that internal cooldown works is you have two different ways that it works. Like it's not actually just a cooldown. You have a cooldown in terms of time, but you also have like a kind of a prevention from it doing it multiple times in a row. So basically, you have a time rule and you have a hit rule.
You have a timer when you have a hit rule?
A hit rule, yeah.
What's
So
a hit rule?
it's basically your internal cooldown can be decided by time or by how many times you hit, right?
Okay.
So what's a good way to... Diona's E is a very good example of like how you can show that the internal cooldown hit rule.
Uh-huh.
So usually when you just cast Diona's E, I should do it with probably unfair. And when you cast Diona's E, alright, you'll get one melt. And there's still going to be some pyro left. But if you hold Diona's E, you'll get two melt, and the pyro's going to be gone. because there's a hit rule where for 3 hits, your timer gets reset basically.
Interesting.
The actual timer doesn't get reset. The way that it actually works is a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, but you don't actually need to like understand how it actually works. Basically, only thing to keep in mind is that internal cooldown is a thing and it can fuck you over. So when
Thanks for hanging out, Zola. Appreciate
when
it.
you just don't
Have a
want to
good
have
night.
to think about it, instead of doing that same rotation, you just do Kazuha first before Bennet.
Okay.
And then you still got your stuff.
How the frick did
Now-
you learn all this stuff? Were you like discipled by the devs at Hoyoverse?
No, it was just... I thought it was really interesting, because I think the combat system in Genshin is really, really well done.
Uh-huh.
And we kind of just, like, figured all this shit out along the way. It used to be a lot harder to test this because we didn't know any of it, and it's like, it's the kind of stuff where, like, with internal cooldown, you can't tell what the fuck is happening. Like, you gotta do so much testing to get, like, a consistent rule. And we did end up finding a consistent rule, and when there were, data mines,
Uh-huh.
the rule that we found was actually consistent with how it was coded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it took so long because like you have to find a way to explain why some characters with things that hit around the same speed get different internal cooldowns. Like, do they just have different internal cooldown, or is it the same rule? Well, it can be the same rule. It's just weird.
Huh. Who did you like learn this stuff with? Were you like at a bar with like 2 other buddies just like writing stuff on a napkin? Like,
No, we were like, it was basically just figuring it out in theory crafting discords. Just
I
like
see.
it wasn't with friends at a bar. It was alone in my room. Right. Okay. What are the like other characters that you like playing?
Hu Tao. I like playing Hu Tao. And then I'm actually like enjoying Hatham.
Okay.
But I probably honestly like Raiden and Hu Tao are probably the 2 that I like when I just need primos and I need to clear abyss. Like I'll just hop in with teams for with them on each half and
All right.
I'll normally clear it.
If you do that, you said you were planning on going for Yelan.
Uh-huh.
You can have 2 teams that like don't share any units and that are very good, like arguably the best teams for those 2, right? So you can do this on one side, and you can do this with Yelan on the other side.
Oh, Xingqiu and Yelan.
Yes. Double Hydro is a staple now. It's pretty fucking strong.
Oh, really? Okay.
Another thing that you can do is you can start doing some dank shit with Amber. Which is generally how I like playing Hu Tao. I think it's a little bit boring when you play double Hydro, because I just don't like playing with Zhongli. He makes the game boring.
Yeah, he makes it pretty cheese.
Let's grab this.
You can level
Let's-
it. Oh, you put the other one on. So good.
Surely we have an instructor set, right? Oh, we do? Pog? Oh, we actually do. Let's go. And even a pyro, we gotta lock that.
Is this her best? Wait.
ER sends. And what is she on? Is that her usual stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give her. But she can stay on back. Let's give her some elemental mastery on VV. Kazuha who? Actually, let's take Venti's stuff. That's +0. We can't have that.
Yeah, this is the second time I've taken stuff from Venti. I had Venti built and then I yoinked it, and now he's getting yoinked again. Poor guy. He's a drunkard though. He doesn't deserve it.
True.
He
Good
needs,
take,
he
actually.
needs to get healthy, and then he can play.
Now sort by elemental mastery. Probably just use this for now. You
Ew.
Better. Okay, let's. Do we have C2? Clueless, surely, right? No, we don't. Okay. Just want to get that energy.
I have C1 Hu Tao, by the way.
I see. That's good to know. Baron Bunny didn't explode close enough to hit. It's fine. I love Baron Bunny. Great ability. It's fun to use. I love it.
Amber's little friend right there.
Yes. There we go. We got the particles this time. Okay.
I don't think I've
so-
ever like thought about using Amber in any team ever.
I don't trust myself not to die with this, so I'm just gonna heal her back up a little tiny bit. Yeah, we'll still be under 50% when we E. Alright.
与线难化，固化生命。百百中。吸附力测试。走。
Whoa, 63. I don't think I've ever seen that high on a charged. That's copium.
Yeah.
I don't run Crimson Domain. I just gamba Crimson Domain and
Okay, but I mean, how is this not leveled? SMH.
oh, no, I just got that. I think I just got that one the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I swear, I swear, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
What is EM Sans better than HP?
Yesn't.
Yesn't, okay,
Generally,
yep.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
With your stats, definitely.
I'm gonna get Staff of Helma on the next one.
Yeah, it's also definitely worth using this if you use her for now.
Oh yeah, screw Sino. Yeah, switch. I don't know. I regret.
Sino Mega Lol.
I regret even thinking about Sino.
Yeah, that's a common thread between Sino owners.
I regret on behalf of Hoyoverse for creating Sino.
Yeah. That's all right. Okay. How much would you want to know about Dank like Dank shit?
What do you mean?
Like,
I'm like interpreting that in like a few different ways.
basically,
Like
a
you're talking
team
like
that you would
non-meta
not
teams.
I'm talking about meta teams that to someone who does not follow theory crafting will look like it's random bullshit.
Okay, yeah, I don't follow theory crafting, so yeah, I'm down. I'm down for some dank stuff.
All right. So let's take a look at what we got that we could already use for that.
Also, if you're like, yo, you need to build this character, like run, like get these artifacts, like boom, I'll do it. And then like in a month or whatever, we can come back and like look at progress. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess first thing, I mean, you said you wanted to build Kuki, right? You're in the process of building her.
Yeah. I just need to go get some knockout.
That's fucking relatable.
So if anybody watching will let me into their world, thank you very much.
Okay, since Kuki is not leveled, we'll be using Raiden as a placeholder because they kind of fulfill the same role. We've already got some EM stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, I like attempted the build once, and then I was like, what am I doing? Unga bunga.
Yeah, it's a very Unga Bunga team. We don't have EM mains the subset anywhere. No, we don't.
No, I don't.
That's a bit sad. We get to just use this for now. Is this C6 Raiden? Yes, it is. And
Dude, I love your laugh. It's so contagious.
Yeah. But yeah, she's getting the treatment she deserves, which is elemental mastery. Yes.
Somebody
Okay.
call me a whale. I'm not a whale. Look, okay. I'm not trying to like self-promote, but like if you want to see how much I didn't have to whale for Raiden, like go to my YouTube channel. There's 2 videos. It's in like it is probably the luckiest stuff you've ever seen. I think it was like 200 wishes. I got 5 stars. My first time around when I got a C3. Also, I used your mom's credit card. Ah! Chat. Got him.
Yeah. So this is basically the same kind of performance as you'd be able to expect out of Kuki.
Wait, I was looking at chat. Can you do that again?
I gotta wait for it to respawn now.
Sorry.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I had to defend my my whale honor. Staff of Homeless. At least he tried. At 1 of 80? I've never seen that email. That's so good. Dude, what is this emote? That wide cycle? I've never seen that ever in my life. Dish, I'm not a whale.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'll trust that you didn't say anything sussy to my chat.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm. I guess we can go to the PMA. So what does she have? I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh.
Wait, why are you laughing though?
The agency one is something.
What does that mean? I was told it was good, so I was like, all right, I'll go see one.
It's not very good.
What? I
It's
wasted
not
money.
terrible. It's not like terrible, but yeah, it's definitely not something I'd go for.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, so you can see, right, the kind of performance to expect out of a team like this, and it wouldn't be much different with Kuki.
Yeah, that's a DPS Nahito right there.
I mean, not really.
Well, I mean, with all that damage you were doing.
Yeah, but it's not like she's the one doing it.
Right, from everybody else.
We can put
But
her on a...
you don't have a DPS character in there, so... Who would you throw in there if that was... Oh, Hatham?
For the last slot, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, anyone. Like, this is a 3-unit team that performs better than most 4-unit team. Like, you can play whichever unit you feel like at a given moment. It's a bit of a meme that, like, this is Illa's best team at C0.
So I can put... So Sino can actually have value, but it's like really not him.
True.
It's everybody else.
Although you can actually play Sino, like, for real in a team that's similar to this. Like, this is with a level 1 weapon, and it's not, like, changing much to the clear
What
speed.
the heck?
Because
they need a patch.
most of the damage is coming from Raiden here, actually. This is a dendro damage Raiden carry.
We stand Raiden.
Yeah. Right, like she's just like she's triggering Hyperbloom with her E, and triggering Hyperbloom, well, does Hyperbloom damage, and that's basically all of the damage that we're doing here, and it's enough to basically shred through any single target content. And it's gonna work with Kuki as well, right? So when you do end up leveling her up, especially if you get Yelan, actually Yelan is generally the best last slot in this team.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. It gives you a team that's like brain dead easy to play. Like I know there's a DPS simulator where you can like input like rotations and stuff like that, and it tells you how much DPS you'll be doing.
Wait,
And-
really?
Yeah, and they did a sim where it was like this team with Yelan, and basically what they told the sim is they randomized the inputs. Like they just randomized it, and it was still doing better than like the average meta team.
What the heck?
It's hard to fuck up. As long as you're pressing buttons, you're doing all right.
HHHLOOLOHHKK.
But yeah, like having a Hyperbloom team at the ready, which by the way, right, like the only real thing that you need to do to get your Hyperbloom team like actually strong is, I mean, get an EM set, but you already do. Like your Flower Feather aren't ideal, so you could farm for that eventually, but it's not even like necessary. The one thing that you like actually need to do is level up your Electro character that's triggering that Hyperbloom to level 90, because that's where most of the damage is. It's in the base levels. Like the difference between level 80 and level 90 is like more than 30%.
And is Emblem the right call for Kuki?
No, Gilded.
Oh wait, was she on Gilded and then you switched it to Raiden? Is that what you did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I believe that is the case. Yeah. Yeah, because I was using Raiden instead, so I was. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Why do you? Someone's asking why I consider Yelan to be here over C16. So she's not. I'm not saying to replace someone. Keep in mind there are 3 units on this team, right? So you would add Yelan. You would not replace Xingqiu with Yelan. Xingqiu is better than Yelan in this team and in most teams, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Xingqiu's fucking broken.
Yeah, I know
Like,
he's like cracked. I know he's
That can start changing once you get to like high constellation Raiden. But like as a general rule, like the baseline stuff the baseline assumptions that I use is C0 for 5 stars and C6 for old 4 stars, and like maybe C2 or C3 for the like newer ones, because I haven't had as much time to amass their constellations over time. But with assumptions like that, like I think it's pretty fair to say that Xingqiu is the best unit in the game by a pretty significant margin.
Dang, really?
Yeah, he's very, very good.
What makes him better than Yelan? You know, I mean, 'cause
basically,
she's a 5-star and he's not.
yeah. Basically, like the actual difference between 4 stars and 5 stars is a very slight base stat difference, right? So you look at like base attack, base HP, base defense, and ascension stat. If Xingqiu was a 5-star, right, instead of like with this 400 from the Fav, instead being at 579, he'd probably be at like 630 or some shit like that. And then instead of ascending with 24% attack, once you get him to level 90, he'd ascend with 28.8. The actual difference in numbers is relatively minor. It's just that in a lot of gacha games, they give the 5-star characters bigger numbers, like through their multipliers, or just more like better kits. More better. Good grammar. Pause.
So we're just getting scammed on the 5 stars.
What do you mean?
Like they're just like buffing 5 stars by making them 5 stars. They're not like buffing 5 stars like statistically, but just like 5 stars look better because of appearance.
Yeah, well, basically, right. The actual difference is just like the base stats a little bit, but very often, if it's a 5-star, I mean, it costs more money, so they want it to sell, so they give them like more unique kits or stuff like that, right? In the case of Xingqiu versus Yelan, right? Once you keep in mind that the actual like base stat difference isn't that big, well, you have to look a little bit further than that, and you have to look into, okay, well, how much damage do they do? Well, Yelan's damage output, like with her multipliers and her stats, is slightly higher, but she generates less energy, which means that you're generally going to end up doing about similar damage because you're going to need to build her with a bit more energy recharge. Okay, so then what else is there? Well, Yelan also gives a damage buff to your active character, which is something that Xingqiu doesn't do, so that's something that she has over him. But then you look at what Xingqiu has, and he has significantly better Hydro application, which lets you trigger a lot more reactions, which, I mean, considering how broken all the Hydro reactions are, is very, very good. And then on top of that, he has, like, an actual insane amount of defensive utility, that even without it, he'd basically be on the same level as Yelan. But with it, it's just insane. Like, people very often forget just how much defensive utility you get from Xingqiu, right? You get a baseline 28, I think it goes to 29 and it stops at 29. But 28 plus 20% of your Hydro damage, but you always have a Hydro Goblet, and you have an Ascension passive that's Hydro damage. So it goes to like about 40% damage reduction. And then on top of that, he heals a little bit. Which means that effectively when you have Xingqiu on your team, you're twice as tanky, if not more.
Yeah.
You also get resistance to interruption from his burst, or his E. And it lasts the whole duration of it, so with C2, that's 18 seconds of resistance to interruption, which is a lot of time. And that's pretty fucking valuable. All in all, he just gives you way too much for one unit.
Yeah, I see. Okay, my brain just got a little bit bigger. A couple more wrinkles.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Don't
so
worry.
they're both cracked.
We'll get that back to being smooth by the end of the day.
So they're both cracked. Xingqiu is just a little bit more cracked. More
I'd
bang
say
for
a
your
lot
buck.
more cracked.
A lot more cracked. Okay, interesting.
But yeah, one of the best things about Yelan is that you can play her with Xingqiu, and when you do that, your Hydro application becomes even better because you have two units that apply it. But also, Xingqiu generating that energy is good for Yelan. Yelan generating that energy is good for Xingqiu because the way that I don't know if you know about this, but the way that like energy generation works in this game is when you use skills, you generate particles, and then depending on the elemental type of the particles, is going to give more energy to characters that share that elemental type. When Xingqiu uses his E, it gives energy to Yelan as well. But it also gives energy to like Nahida and Raiden. It just gives more energy to Yelan than it gives to Nahida and Raiden.
So on that double Hydro Hu Tao team, this might be a really stupid question. Does she vaporize more if there's two?
No, it's the other way around. You don't want Xingqiu and Yelan to vaporize because the way that they work is they have an internal cooldown. And they have multi-hit attacks, which means that if you were to vaporize, you'd only be able to vaporize about 1 in 3 of their attacks, right?
Okay.
When you look at Hu Tao, her charge attacks do not have ICD, right? They don't have internal cooldown, which means that you can vape them over and over and over. On top of that, she's your on-fielder. Her numbers are balanced to be like relatively big, so you'd rather have her being the one to trigger the reactions than Xingqiu or Yelan.
Okay. I see.
But it does help you more consistently vaporize Hu Tao stuff. There can be situations where, especially if you're using them with Kazuha and you pyro infuse his burst, you start running out of Hydro if you only have a 1 Hydro unit.
I'll ask him Rolcom. Okay. Somebody in my chat is asking if there's a constellation that Yelan catches up to C6 Xingqiu.
Yeah, I mean, you'll never get the defensive utility that Xingqiu provides. In terms of, like, output, she's somewhat similar at C0, but in terms of, like, application, she starts catching up at C2 because C2 helps her Hydro application.
Okay.
I'd say that at C2, you could argue that they're pretty interchangeable, with Yelan being more focused on, well, she gives your on-field character that damage percent buff, versus Xingqiu giving like that resistance to interruption and a bit of healing and damage reduction. And then if you end up getting her to C6, then I mean she's your team. Like you don't need to swap out of her anymore.
Okay. So it's worth getting Xingqiu to level 90 then?
Yes and no. The biggest thing about this is there's characters that benefit more from levels than others, right?
Right, yeah.
So, at a baseline, what leveling up gives you is it gives you a little bit of base attack, and it gives you your ascension stat, which in Xingqiu's cases would be 6% attack percent. But like that's not really big, right? Like
yeah.
his attack would go from 1,147 to maybe 1,170 or something.
Uh-huh.
That's not that big of an increase. Where you will find more of an increase is through the way that like the defense formula works. So enemy defense is basically decided by the difference in levels between you and them. There's enemy resistance and enemy defense, right? Those are two different things. So you look at something like a Ruin Guard, right? That has physical resistance.
Uh-huh.
Look at something like the Dendro, like Terrorist Room, that has Dendro resistance. Elemental specific resistance, like that's resistance.
Yeah.
Defense is something that it doesn't matter what the thing you're fighting is, it's only its level.
Okay.
But Raiden C2 is the very good constellation on Raiden. It ignores defense, and that's what makes it very good because you don't have a lot of ways to ignore defense. But the way that defense works is basically just it looks at what level you are and what level the enemy you're fighting is, and at a baseline it basically divides your damage by 2, and then if you're under leveled it takes away a little bit more, and if you're over leveled it takes away a little bit less.
Okay.
Which means that when you level up your characters, you skew the defense formula a little bit in your favor. But even then, it just doesn't actually do that much, right? It's going to be a single digit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a single digit percentage difference in output on your unit. And then on top of that, Xingqiu's not your on-fielder. He's generally not the main source of damage on your team. And so getting a single digit percentage difference on a unit that's not even doing the majority of your damage is not actually that noticeable overall.
Yeah, and it costs a lot to go from...
Yeah, exactly, right? It costs a lot of resin. It's the kind of thing that, like, you'll do it eventually, but it's nothing that's, like, particularly urgent in any way.
Uh-huh. Okay. So in this team, this, like, little team that you have right now, is C0's Xingqiu better than C0 Yelan?
At C0, probably not.
Okay. So he just becomes... I mean, he's still good at C0, but he's...
Yeah, he's very good at C0, but also his constellations are insane, which means that
Okay.
at C6, he's, like, very, very good.
Got it. So it's kind of a coin flip when they're both at C0. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'd say if they're both at C0, it's kind of similar to if Yelan is C2 and he's C6, where Yelan will offer more damage, but Xingqiu will offer more defensive utility. So it's kind of just what you'd rather have between those two.
Okay. Staying on the Hydro side of things, but switching up characters, can you explain to me Mona? Because I lose to Mona all the time, so like naturally, like I have a hatred towards her. But everybody is always telling me like she's such a good like buffer. But I have no clue what
I'm
she
gonna
does.
show you how you use Mona, okay?
Yeah, make me not hate her, so that when I lose my next 50-50 and I C6 her,
you put her on an apprentice note, okay? And you remove all of her artifacts.
Oh no!
And then you try to pretend she's not on your account.
Are you serious? Really?
Mona has some like usage where she can be pretty good, specifically with Ganyu or Ayaka. And we can talk about that if you want. But all in all, I don't like her very much. I think she's not a very like a particularly good unit.
So people have just been lying to me.
I would say people have been mistaken. It's
Okay, fair. No,
I'm sure they're not doing it intentionally.
I mean, I'm down to not ever use Mona. Like I.
Yeah, never attribute to malice what can be easily attributed to stupidity.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, like she's not bad. But she can be pretty difficult to make work. And she's generally only a unit that you play in freeze. And especially seeing how much the recent abysses have just been not nice to freeze, and just recent things in general. I'd say that I like her less and less by the day.
Interesting. Okay. Huh.
But yeah. So all those things about levels, right? One thing that's important to know about that is that, right, like that's like the baseline stuff for levels. But there are some characters that scale better with levels, right? So I've already talked about how if you want to play your Kuki, you'd want to get her a level 90, right?
Right.
The reason for that is because the reaction that she's triggering, which is Hyperbloom, is a transformative reaction. So in Genshin, you have a bunch of different reactions, but basically the best way to look at it is you have reactions that multiply your damage and you have reactions that have base damage, right? Vape doesn't have base damage. It's just if your initial attack is hard, it's going to be, well, twice as hard, right?
Yeah.
Whereas something like Overload, something like Hyperbloom, right? It doesn't matter how strong the attack that triggered it is. It's just how many times you trigger the reaction.
Yeah.
Right? Those reactions that have a base damage, people call them transformative reaction. That base damage scales directly with your level. And the way that it scales directly with your level is not a fucking single-digit percentage increase. It's 30% more damage from 80 to 90. It's like 10 times more damage from level 60 or from level 50 or something. Like it is very, very worth doing if you want to play units that trigger those types of reactions, right? Stuff like Burgeon, stuff like Hyperbloom. If you play Nilo teams, I don't think.
No, I don't
have
think I
Nilo?
have Nilo. No.
But if you end up going for her eventually, right? Nilo teams. Having those base levels on the units that trigger those reactions will like significantly improve your damage.
Okay. Okay.
That's part of why I was using Raiden for those targets, because your Raiden is level 90 already, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's build so you can like clear out my parties that I have. Let's build 2 like crack teams, like cheese teams with the Raiden and Hu Tao, and then let's do 2 more like dank teams as you described.
Yeah. One thing that I will say though is it's very likely that you'll get better results out of a Hyperbloom team than out of a Hu Tao team most of the time.
Okay.
So do you still want to stick to Hu Tao, or would you rather focus on the Hyperbloom
Let's do
team?
3 teams.
Let's do 3 teams? Okay.
Because I love Hu Tao.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, right, they share similar units. So it's pretty easy to build both of them at the same time. Okay. So we have the Raiden
She's
team.
the first 5-star character that like I intentionally wish for. Hu Tao.
Oh. Intentionally, huh? What's the story there?
Oh no, it's not anything shrimp like. It was just when I first started playing was 2021 September, and so Child was on the banner, and I just wished for Child, and then actually I was making fun of Hu Tao, and I was like, Hu Tao sucks, and then I got lucky and I got C1 in like 30 pulls, and then I started playing her and I ate my words really quick.
Okay, so do you want to build teams like assuming you have Yelan, or
yeah, because I'll
okay.
for sure I'll win my 50-50, no doubt, 100% guaranteed.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, so in that case, these are like the 3 base teams that I would do. Right, so you've got the Raiden Hyper team with Raiden, Bennet, Kazuha, Sarah.
I like that.
You've got Hu Tao double Hydro.
Yelan, okay.
Yeah, with Yelan. And then you'll have Hyperbloom double Hydro, which you can use Raiden here instead if you want, but Kuki's healing, and Kuki lets you have Raiden on the other side. And because your Raiden has such a strong emblem build with C3, then that's pretty nice.
Okay. Cool.
Now, for Dank stuff, have you ever heard of... Oh boy, where do we start? Okay. Let's start covering a little bit of elemental gauge theory. How's that?
What in the? Okay.
So,
I'm a
remember-
college dropout, by the way. Just so this is like the fact that you are engaging my attention right now is a pretty pog jump.
But yeah, so remember earlier when I used Diona's E against this guy with
Yes,
Yan
with
Fei?
the melt. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I used her tap E, there was still some pyro left after I used it, right?
Uh-huh.
The reason for that is because the amount of element that you're applying when you apply an element, or removing when you trigger a reaction, actually depends on the character. And it depends on their ability. So for example, if I use Bennet, because I think he's the best example for this, if I can find him, there you go.
Wait. Before we dig into this,
Yes.
I have a quick question.
What's up?
Who's a tankier unit, Xingqiu or Bennett? Like, who's better? Not tankier. Who's better?
Better, I would say Xingqiu.
Okay. That's it.
I would have said Bennett a long time ago, but I'd say that the release of Dendro kind of skewed stuff
that's fair.
in Xingqiu's favor quite a bit.
Should I C6 Bennett or no?
You can. There's not that much of a downside to it. I did see that you have Ella, which like is an ideal with C6 Bennett.
Oh, really?
If you use her.
Imagine not having Eula. Lol.
I don't, which is a good thing. But yeah, like it's generally more of an upside than a downside, but it's also something that you can't like undo.
Yeah, right.
So unless you're planning on playing a team that like actually relies on the C6 to function, you don't need it, right? Like it's one of those things where like your Raiden's bursting for 400k. You do not need C6 Bennett. You can get it if you want, and
Does
it's
it help or
probably
hurt?
generally gonna be more of an upside than a downside. But it doesn't help your Raiden, and
Does it
You know-
hurt my Raiden?
no,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't really do anything to Raiden because her stuff is not overrideable, like her infusion.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, so let me just use my E, and we're gonna count how long the element stays on the enemy. Right? So I'm gonna use it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then it goes away. Right? So it stays there for about 12 seconds.
Okay.
If instead I use Yan Fei and do a normal attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. 9.5.
Yeah.
Something around that. It doesn't last as long. The reason for that is because we're just applying less pyro.
Uh-huh.
Right, but what that means is that when we apply more pyro, we can use it to trigger more reactions. So if I do, for example, Yan Fei, normal attack into Takea E, no element. But if I do Bennet E into Takea E, there's still a little bit of pyro, and I could trigger a second melt if I wanted.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Now, this becomes very, very useful in the Hyperbloom teams, where the way that it works basically is when you apply Hydro onto Dendro, it removes less than if you do it the other way around. So if you start with Dendro and then apply Hydro, you trigger Bloom, but but you'll still have enough Dendro for a second. Well, my charge attack animation took too long, but if you do it properly, you'll still have enough Dendro for a second bloom. Right? You'll be able to generate 2 seeds with 1 Dendro application.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, Bar was level 20, right? I forbore. Whereas if you do Hydro into Dendro the other way around, just get her back real quick. Wait, do you not have C6 Barbara?
I don't know.
That's impressive.
Do I not?
C6 Raiden, but not Barbara? I mean, she didn't revive, so I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't.
Lol. Barbara who?
Yeah, if you do it the other way around, you only get 1, and it removes everything.
Interesting.
And so, usually, what you want is you want to have Dendro being the element that's, like, faster, so that when you apply Hydro onto it, you'll trigger more seeds, right? If you manage to keep Dendro on the enemy, then you'll be able to trigger more seeds, because you'll be able to trigger more reactions, right?
Uh-huh.
The thing is, our Hydro units, the good ones, apply a lot of Hydro, which can make it difficult to do that. And that's where Electro-charged comes in.
Dodge this.
True. When you have Electro-charge, when you trigger Electro-charge on an enemy, right? Both Hydro and Electro stay on the enemy for a little bit until they disappear. The thing about that is... oh my god, I didn't reuse my E, it's fine. Is because you have 2 elements on an enemy, that means you can trigger 2 reactions if you apply a different element, right?
Uh-huh.
So when you apply Dendro, right, you'll trigger Bloom and you'll trigger Quicken. But Quicken shows up on your screen as a Dendro aura. And it can react with Hydro to trigger more Blooms. Which means that if you have Electro on your team, then even if you do Dendro onto Hydro, you don't lose seeds, right? So whereas usually, right, if you start with Hydro and then Dendro, you'll only get 1 seed. But if you do Hydro and then Electro, you get 1 seed, and then if you hit with Hydro again, you get a 2nd seed, right? So you don't end up losing seeds. That's basically the reason why the Hyperbloom teams are so strong, because you got that Electro, just in order to trigger your Hyperbloom, that is, even if you're not paying attention to it, helping you generate more seeds. You just get more reactions when you're playing a Hyperbloom team than when you're playing a Burgeon team. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Alright. Now, if you try to play Burgeon, instead of having the beneficial effect of...
Is Burgeon the generally worse?
Yeah,
Dendro?
generally, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, if you try to play Burgeon team, instead of having the beneficial effects of Electro-charge, you have the Dies of Cringe effects of Burning. I gotta get Barbara on my team. And when you trigger Burning, and then you hit with Hydro, you trigger Vape, but there's no seed. You don't get a Bloom. Where's my Bloom?
Yeah.
Where the hell is my Bloom? Maj.
And that's with... That's doing... Which one was
Basically,
that
it's
first?
because Burning is fucking you over.
Okay.
Burning is a reaction that is not nice to trigger.
Yeah, okay.
You do not want to trigger Burning. So what you can do is you can add a unit to a Burgeon team that's either Electro, Animo, or Cryo, to basically abuse some of the interactions and make it so that you will still generate your seeds when you apply a hydro. So I will show that with Diona, I guess. Right, so let's do it with Naida's E this time so I don't have to time my stuff too tightly. So if I do Yanfei normal attack into Barbara E, I get a vape and I don't get a bloom, right? That's bad. We don't want that.
Wait, you get a vape?
Yeah, because the
That's
enemy's
freaking
burning.
sick.
But yeah, because the enemy's Is that a... Okay.
It's for the
Mm-hmm.
memes. I lost twice. What weapon was on it that I was going for? I don't remember. But I lost twice to Donut.
Yeah.
To Lifesaver.
Yeah, so you get a vape, but you don't get a bloom, and because I mean your team is focused around getting virgins. If you don't get a bloom, well, it's harder to
Oh,
get
Barbara's
virgins.
Hydro. I was like, where in the world are you getting the vape from?
Yeah.
That's how much I don't use Barbara.
Fair. But yeah.
That's why I was like, okay, I'm either a huge idiot or he is. I don't know.
If we, on the other hand, right? If we, oops, I gotta. If we do Diona's E instead of Barbara, we'll trigger melt, and it won't stop the burning, right? So if I do Nahida E, Yanfei normal attack, Diona E, we get a melt, but it keeps burning, and then we just have our pyro, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, the cool part, if you do Nahida E, then you apply cryo and then apply hydro, you get a vape and you get a bloom on your hydro attack.
What was that rotation?
Trigger burning, apply cryo, hit with hydro. This isn't the team that you want to be using, so it doesn't matter like exactly how we got this. But like that's the general order.
Holy cow, man. Genshin is harder than I thought.
It's not like you need to do this to clear, right? But
Right, no,
it
yeah. I
is-
mean, you can cheese it for sure.
Mhm.
Which, as you can see, I'm just a cheeser, so.
Yeah.
But I'm lactose intolerant, so.
Oh no. Yeah, so one of the teams that I have been liking quite a lot is a team that takes advantage of this mechanic, and where you use Kea, Toma,
Toma!
and Xingqiu.
早就准备好了。
Toma.
Oh, my, dude. Not Toma.
Do you not like him?
I know nothing about him. I just make fun of him because it's Toma.
Understandable. But yeah, so I mean he's level 40, so it's not going to do any damage, so I can't really show it too well. But I guess I can at least show like the amount of seeds we're generating, which is better than nothing, right? Right. True.
True.
True. Let's get some HP though, because otherwise I'm gonna die.
Toma based or no?
Honestly, I like Toma a lot. I think Dendro made him a lot more palatable.
What constellation is Micaiah? Whenever you...
That's a good question. We can go take a look. C1.
Sick.
You can also use Ganyu or Ayaka, by the way.
Okay.
I personally use K because I don't have either of them, and I, you know,
Kaya
Cool
means
it.
cringe.
true.
Not my wife being the #1 Kaya main NA.
财该行动，财与流。
小心着火，直之火，这个如何？
Yeah, so again, right, don't pay too much attention to the damage because he's level 40.
Yeah.
It should be higher damage usually. Just pay attention to the amount of Cs that we're generating and the amount of virgins we're triggering.
There's a lot of reactions going on.
Yes, there are indeed.
And if they were higher, those numbers would be higher.
Yeah, I mean, they would be dead if this was a level 90 Doma. But yeah, so this is one of the like really dank teams that I like doing.
That looks fun.
Yeah, yeah.
To-
I'd say that it is pretty fun. Right, in this Abyss, it's kind of not fun because it's not a team that's good in single target. and it's also not a team that has Geo, so where the fuck are you gonna use it? But against AoE enemies, it is a very fun team to play.
So I feel like I put my characters in stupid order. When I see like you and like other people like who are much Genshin smarter than me, like put their parties in the order that they're in, I feel like it helps in some way. I just don't know. Like, is it you're training yourself to hit certain numbers for the rotations?
Not really. It's kind of just more that like I'm used to certain things. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just like I have Xingqiu on 4 in every team where he's solo Hydro.
I see.
When he's double Hydro, usually Yelan's on 4 and he's on 3. But there's no like reasoning behind it. It's just like what I'm used to, so that I don't have to look at my current order to like know who I want to swap to.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
There's no wrong order for that. I mean, to be fair, there are a few effects that can actually like be nice with specific orders, like namely Serpent Spine, right? Serpent Spine gains stacks when a character is on field, but when you go in Abyss, the character you start with is on field before you start the chamber, so you can stack it up before you start.
Oh, okay, I see.
I think that also works with the Ali Hunter bow. Like, gives damage when you're off field, right? And stuff like that. Someone in chat is asking if Nahida can be replaced for that specific team. She very much can. I've been doing it and having a lot of fun with it with Yao Yao.
All right, so what teams we have right now? We got the 2.
Yeah, I mean, is this the kind of team that you'd be interested in building? Because there are a lot of Dank teams, right? So if this one doesn't,
Toma doesn't really like. Is Toma replaceable?
Not really. There's no other pyro unit that's like particularly good at trimming off-field Burgeon stuff. And when it comes to on-field Burgeon stuff, that's usually pretty reliant on getting C6 on Bennet.
Okay. I just don't know anything about Toma, and I'm like, I always, like, how many Tomas did I get when I was going for Heizo? Like, I don't know, it's probably like C30 at this point. Like, it's the Mona effect.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to use them, like, at the end of the day, it's your account, but you shouldn't just play something because I told you to. we can do something else.
Excuse me.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm a loud sneezer. It's because I want everybody to bless me.
Okay, how do you feel about
blessings.
Razor?
I don't want to say because then I'll get canceled. But
so I'm guessing you don't like him.
He's just really cringe to me.
Okay, that's fair.
As a character, like,
yeah. What characters do you like that you usually wouldn't think of putting in a team, or like that you wouldn't know what team to put them in?
Let's see. Honestly, like, I'm more interested in, like, this is gonna sound funny because I was just dunking on Tomo, but like a character like Dory, or scroll down. Who's the other one? Like Yunjin, like. Yeah, I don't know, like characters that like kind of get like, well, Yunjin doesn't really get hated on, but like Dory gets hated on quite a bit. Shinyin's too cringe.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't have a Geo team, so like building a Geo.
You don't need a Geo team. Trust me.
For floor 12.
Having Zhongli is all the Geo you need.
Do you think they'll ever make Geo meta or bring them around at all, or no?
I mean, at the end of the day, right? Geo is basically just piss color physical. Like that. It has a reaction, but the reaction isn't something you really care about. So it's basically just an element that's like designed to be balanced around and designed like it is designed around like intra element interaction rather than
Yeah.
extra element interaction. Right? It's meant to work with itself and not with other things, right? The
So
thing
I-
is, like, it. Sorry,
Go ahead. No. Please, you
Okay.
by all means.
The thing is, the like Mono Geo teams, like, they are actually pretty good. It's just you need to have all the pieces to make them work, and because there's just not that many Geo characters, then it's pretty hard to have all the pieces to make it work, right?
Yeah.
Whereas you compare that to any other element, right? You have a lot of different options for reactions that that element can do, and so you won't just be stuck with only one option, right? And that's kind of the position that Geo is in and is likely to stay in, where it's a very straightforward element that doesn't require you to learn about any reactions or anything like that. But it's also kind of held back by the fact that it's only really designed to work with one element, so the amount of units you have available to you is lower.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I mean, I'm down to build Toma. I do like. I like the team that you built. I'm just like, ugh, Toma.
I mean, okay. If you want to keep a similar concept and not play Toma, we could talk about C6 in your Bennet.
Okay. I'm open. I hate that little notification. Every day of my life, I'm like,
Yeah.
do I? I mean, maybe.
How much do you play? How much do you play Emma?
I used to play her a lot. I don't play her as much anymore.
All right.
Don't look at the talents.
Yeah.
I just like. Yeah, I used to play her, but like, you know, physical's not meta, and like I mean, you know, like we're in the reaction meta, and so it's like, yeah.
Although,
I think
to be
she's
fair. It's not like she was ever really all that great.
right. No, I mean, I find her like, I don't know, kind of fun.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
I like her E. It's like satisfying. I don't know why.
Okay, so I'm going to show you this without the C6 Bennet, and then you can just like kind of extrapolate from that.
Hey,
but you can do
if it's not gonna
Bennett.
if it's not gonna hurt my account, just C6 them.
Are you sure? Because like it's the kind of thing like there are some downsides, there are minor downsides, but it's also just not something you can take back. So like I don't want to make that decision for you, you know?
No, I need you to make that decision for me. I need you to bear the weight of
damn
this
it.
for the rest of your life.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do it then.
Do it.
All right.
Bro, why would you even?
It's done.
Wow, we did it, chat. Look at that.
It's done. We ruined his account. Good
Everybo-
job.
It happens at some point, because at some point everybody just gets tired of the notification.
Yeah.
Dish did it like I think over the summer. She was like, I'm just tired of seeing this. Account ruined. No,
You're
my
welcome.
account buffed. Watch. I win my 50-50 now because of this.
Okay. So we can now go back to the domain and show with Bennet instead. Again, right, I'm using this domain because it's fucking Dies of Cringe, This Abyss, there's no good AoE plays.
Yeah.
And also it's nice because your Bennett's already level 90, so you basically don't need any investment.
I also find Benny cringe, but he is too strong
It's too
to
good.
not play.
Too good to bench.
He's just
I understand.
so insecure, and I'm like, bro, just like shut up and like talk to yourself in a better way than the way that you talk to yourself.
That's
And he's
fucked
like,
up.
no, you want to play me? Really? Like, shut up. You're cracked, bro. Yes.
That's fucked up, man. That's can't believe this. Jesus. I didn't know you were that kind of person.
He needs better self-confidence.
全都看见了。
Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. And that's not
Now,
even
the
like
biggest
max.
problem with this is the small enemies die too fast, so now we're back to single target, which is like where this team is not necessarily as good. Still good though.
I like how half of your chat is telling you to mute me, and then the other half is like good takes. Account not ruined. Account approved. Improved.
Yes, sir. But yeah, so that's it for like this team. You can use it with Ganyu if you would rather, because she's already level 90 in build.
Yeah.
And
Swap
you can
Ganyu.
also use with Electro instead of
之名。
Cryo.
See, this is a team I would never even think about.
But yeah,
putting
a team
together.
like this is better in single target than the Cryo version, and worse in AoE because you're knocking everything around. Is she on? Oh, actual artifacts. Pog.
I think they're like half leveled artifacts.
That's fine. It's good enough. Oops, I didn't want to fall for that. It's fine.
Did you switch the Benny build on this one?
Yep, just put him on EM.
Oh, was that 4-piece? I couldn't see because you were
Yes.
spinning it.
Whee!
Oh, good. I guess I could have read it on the right, but you know, I like to count each individual artifact and do the math myself.
But yeah, and then there's finally one last variation of this team, which is using an Animo unit instead of that Electro unit.
Oh, Kazuo or Sucrose?
Yes.
Assuming.
Kazuha's quite nice because he's melee, so you can use Bennet C6 to infuse him, so he gets Burgeons more reliably.
Kazuo is the best.
Eh. Yeah, for this one, you want Kazuha to be the one on EM. He should be on VB though, so I don't know why I'm doing this. It's fine. That's fine. I'm sure, I guess. Whatever. Why not? I'll put him back on this. I might as well.
冒险冒险！ 知识成型，风动离形，全都看见了，该走攻击了。
Yeah, and this one has the advantage of, well, you have an Animo unit, so you have grouping, which is nice.
Man, I remember doing these domains, low AR, and spending like 5 minutes in it and just getting out barely alive and just, man, it's like you ran a marathon.
Yeah. I made a new account recently, and honestly, I think that the best experience in Genshin is when you're severely underleveled trying to fight a Regisvine. I think that the Regisvines are like the best designed bosses.
Yeah.
It's just that they have too little HP to be fun.
Yeah.
But early on, when you're like AR3, and you walk into a Regisvine, and it takes like 30 minutes to kill, that is the good
It's
shit.
rough. Yeah.
It's rough, but it's fun.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so for something like this, you don't actually really need to build that much. Like, you just stay on the same units.
Yeah.
All of your units that you could like on field are already leveled up, so there's
Oh.
honestly like not really anything you need to do. You can kind of just put them in whenever. So that would leave us with these three teams being the ones where we could like list improvements and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I noticed this. Do you like using Kutsing?
Yeah, she's fun. I do.
Okay.
I
You
don't think I play that. I think that team I built like right when Sumeru dropped, and I was just using it to like build Traveler. Then I'm not sure if I've played with it since I got Nahida.
I see.
I think I gave Al Haytham the weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you also want to like use your Alhaitham?
Yes, I think he's more fun than Kaching. Base take.
Interesting stat distribution.
Holy cow, 109? What the freak? Did I switch his... Oh, I might have
Honestly,
switched...
that's probably my fault. I probably switched a bunch of your shit around. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's on
here.
Emblem, isn't he? Yeah. I had him on 4-piece gilded, I think.
On this. Yeah. Gee, okay.
The Jeff
All right.
runs my account. Wait, click on that goblet. Click on that goblet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay. I was making sure that's the right one because that's a that's a good goblet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody like that one?
I like it. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Wait, just in case, I'm not sure if you saw. Did you see that goblet that I had?
Wait,
I'm not sure if you.
Which one was it?
I think it was on. What's that new guy's name?
Yao? Is that the one?
No, the other new one.
Wanderer. I think it was Wanderer.
No.
No, right. You're right. There's a Dendro one. Wait. Let me sort by my element.
Yeah, I just can't.
I can't. Oh, it's him.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
okay.
don't. It's the.
That's a pretty good goblet actually. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't farming
That's
for
crazy,
that, but I mean, if you're gonna give it to me, thanks. Yeah, I worked really hard on it.
Yeah, I assume you also want to play a Hytham?
Yes.
So let's... What team would we want to do? Honestly, you can kind of just...
That's my friendship team. The Wanderer one. That's why it's weird.
I see. You can kind of just take this and instead of adding Yelan, just add a Hytham when you want to play him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is arguably his strongest team.
Oh, okay.
And again, right, she's not level 90, so we wouldn't be seeing like accurate representation, so we're going to use the Raiden. But it's not like we're using her burst, so the constellations don't do anything.
How much time do you spend studying theory crafting?
I don't study. I just stream, and I do everything on stream.
I mean, that's.
But like I've streamed.
Studying.
Yeah, I guess. But like, wait, let me go to Twitch tracker real quick. I've streamed a lot of Genshin. Yeah, I've streamed a total of 4,423 hours of Genshin Impact.
Wow, that is a long. How many days is that?
Yes.
Wait,
and that's like almost 200 days.
What was the hours? 4,000.
423. It's like
423 divided by 20.
about 180 something.
184.29.
Ooh.
Is that like Yeah. Just over half a year.
Eh.
Wow.
That's a pretty decent amount, huh?
And then when you like look at it and you're like you get to the end of your life and you're like, wow, I spent all that time streaming Genshin. Was it worth it?
No.
And then you're like, yeah, no, I was.
No,
I farmed a
fuck
lot
no.
of Twitch Prime subs.
Gee, true. True. Speaking of which, thank you for the 2 months, Neo Blaze.
Yo, Neo Blaze.
New
thank you for the
favorite
2
viewer. And I want you to
months.
know I don't say that to everyone. It's really
He
only
doesn't
you.
say it to everyone. Trust me, I would
don't.
know.
You've always been and always will be my favorite viewer. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, let's let's show it with a high thumb.
What should I name my Wanderer?
I named mine Remy because it's like, have you seen Ratatouille?
Of course.
You know how like in his boss, he's just like you have like the Wanderer inside of like the big mech and is like in the head
With the hand and the chef, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's basically it's he's Remy and the big mech is
True.
is Linguini. I think that's what his name is.
Do you know Jonathan?
The streamer?
Yeah, the Jonathan. Yeah.
Yeah.
He named his Icarus, which I like that name.
It's not as good as Remy. So that's all I'm saying. It's not as good as Remy. Remy's a pretty good name.
Remy is a pretty good name.
Yeah, let's show this team in action a little bit.
到天蛇自击这断，彩雨流红。等下有点空啊。
That sound is so satisfying.
Yeah.
I like it. Is that weapon good for him, or is there?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. I'm not gonna wish for his weapon. I don't know if I have another one that works.
No, it's not. Wishing for weapons is such a scam.
It is, and I'm ready to do it for Staff of Homeless.
God damn it. Oh. But yeah,
Okay.
so like
I like that team.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid team. Just performs very well. Pretty easy to build, and you can use Kuki instead of Raiden as a healer.
How are my artifacts looking on Alhaitham, and what should I be looking to do?
Your ER is a bit low.
Okay.
Is what I'll say, like as the main point of criticism. You've got some really good artifacts. I like this is really
Kind of like
good.
that goblet. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, the goblet's pretty good. I like it.
That's so cope.
Yeah, a little.
Not even a little, bro. That's so much cope.
That's still pretty good, but yeah, like mainly try to get a little bit more ER.
Okay.
You do have Nahida, so it's not that bad. Oh yeah, she's also not on the right stuff anymore. But yeah, like the additional ER will be pretty useful.
So is that what Fav Sword is better than Sack Sword?
Yeah, Sack Sword is like actually the biggest fucking bait / scam / whatever. Sack Sword is not actually good.
Really? Okay. So I'm suing every single build YouTuber then?
Sorry, what?
So I'm suing all the build YouTubers then?
Yeah. No, like it can be good. The biggest issue with it is that it's just that Fav is better. Like Fav is so much better. Fav is like actually just the most broken weapon in the game. Like it's just all the Fav series weapons are just so fucking broken. Because it's not just generate energy. It's generate particles, and particles give energy to the rest of your team as well. They're fucking broken.
How many Fav Swords do I have? I know that one's R5. Do I have another one?
Yes.
I do on Kaya. Oh, wait.
And yes, you have a few.
That's not Kaya. That's Xingqiu.
Yeah.
Blue people. Okay.
But honestly, the thing I regret the most on my account is refining my Fav Sword. Because now I only have one, and I wish I had 3.
So, how many should I refine that one or no? Leave that one.
I think at 3 you should be fine. Generally at 2 you'll be fine, but sometimes you'll find yourself wanting a third one. At 3 you should be more than fine, especially since you have Zyphos, so and you have Freedom Sworn, so you probably won't need it on Kazuha.
Okay. So I can throw 2 more in there and then build the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lit. Okay. I like this game. I've learned a lot so far. I've
Happy to hear it.
my brain has gotten bigger. I have a better understanding of theory crafting. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a bunch of weirdos that like nerded out in their mom's basement.
I mean, have you changed your mind?
No, but I
Okay,
wanted to at least make it seem like I did. Like,
because if you change your mind, it means that I have misled you in some way.
every time I say something dumb, one of your mods time me out in your chat.
Based.
That's too funny. Okay, now I guess last thing, who should I, aside from Kuki, and if there's anything else you want to say, you're obviously more than free to. Who are some characters that I should be building?
Yeah, I mean that's the next step, right? So I'm gonna instead of sharing my Genshin, I'm gonna share my screen.
Whoa.
And let's
By
get
the way,
to work.
if you haven't
yeah?
drinking some water yet, I would recommend.
I
maybe.
have. Don't
Okay,
worry.
good.
I have my trusty Brita to my left, my empty glass to my right.
Very nice.
We're in business. Don't worry.
What if I may ask, what part of the world do you live in?
I am in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah,
That's
EST
your
Canada.
theme song.
What?
EST Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. Born and raised?
Yes.
Or like
Unfortunately.
Okay. Do you want to move or not?
Kinda. Like I would love to live in Iceland. I think Iceland is a fucking amazing country, but so some part of me's worried that Iceland's gonna be just like covered in volcanic ashes like 20 years from now. So I don't know how viable of a long-term solution / plan that is.
Fair.
I'll have to look into it more. But I'm still like I'm 23. I'm 23. Like
You're 23 and you got a beard like that? And you're from Canada?
Yeah.
No, wait. What's your cultural background? There ain't no way.
White.
No.
Yeah.
You're
as
not-
white as it gets.
You're
I don't
not
think
white.
I don't think you can trace back any like non-Irish or French ancestors
You're not even
in my lineage. I just don't think there are any.
You're not even redhead.
I used to be blonde.
I see that happen
Like-
like pretty often.
Yeah, but like I used to be like blonde, like
Like ether Lumine blonde or
kinda. Yeah, but I mean I can probably find some old pictures.
dang, I don't man, that's crazy. Cuz like the only like white people that grow a beard like you is like the super jack really hot farmers that are on TikTok. Other than that, like if it's not them, like they don't have facial hair.
But there, I got the beard now. I just gotta get jacked.
Yeah, and so you just gotta become those TikTokers that sit and chop wood in the middle of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Excel with the boys or
Yes, watching Excel with the boys. All right.
yes.
So, if you look at the teams that we have, or the teams that we want to be able to use,
Mhm.
right? Let's list the units. So we've got Raiden, we've got Bennet, Kazuha, Sarah, Hu Tao, Zhongli, Yelan, Xingqiu, Hyperbloom. This is supposed to be Kuki, Nahida, And then, I guess, Bennet. Pitchell. Honestly, it's probably better for you to use Ganyu than KO. And it looks like she's already built, so... Yeah.
Wait, I have a cracked piece on her that I need to flex because I need an affirmation in my life. Which one is it? I don't... No. Was it that one? I mean, that is a pretty good one. Maybe
Yeah, but it's not EM main stat, so... I don't like it.
Oh, no. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't her.
Maybe I moved it, honestly.
Whatever.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we could put Ganyu here as like the cryo unit if you want to do the. By the way, the cryo version of the like Burgeon team, right? That's called Oven.
Oven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So basically, right? Do you want the lore behind the name?
Sure. Yeah. Let's. Let's
So it originated from Fridge, which is a game mechanic. Where when you...
I've heard Braxophone say fridge.
Yes.
I've never known what it means, but...
You're about to learn.
Yes, fridge. Okay, yeah. Yes, fridge. Oh, yes, oven. Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm. So let's do this, and Xingqiu. Since we're doing testing, we're going to put him on Sac so that the cooldown is less long. Okay, how much time do I have to wait? It's like... Yeah, okay. So see how I got 3 seeds here? Hello?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Maybe my mic tripped out.
Okay, did you see how I got 3 seeds?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Now, usually, if I do the same thing but without Kea, I only get 2, and then he's applied with Hydro.
Does Hydro always bring 2 and Cryo always brings 3?
Basically, as a baseline, you can get 2 Bloom reactions with 1 unit of Dendro. But with Cryo, what happens is you trigger Freeze before you trigger Bloom, which means that you don't actually remove as much Dendro. Which means that you can potentially use more than what you should be allowed to.
Okay.
And so, right, effectively, your Cryo here is making your Dendro last longer. Your Fridge is making your Lettuce last longer in the fridge, right? Lettuce on your counter is not going to last as long as lettuce on your fridge.
Oh, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's clever. Okay, very nice, Theory Crafters. Very nice.
Someone's asking, freeze doesn't work on boss. Does it influence something? Not really. You still trigger the freeze reaction. The boss just doesn't get frozen. And that's all you need to do for this mechanic to work.
Did you invent the fridge term?
Not really. I was part of its inception, but I did not invent it.
They should make a movie about you guys.
True.
Like what's that movie with Benedict Cumberbatch in Nazi Germany when they were like intercepting the
oh yeah, the one about Alan Turing?
Yes.
Imitation Game, I think?
Imitation Game,
called?
yes. Yeah. Call it Fridge Game, and it's about kitchen theory crafters.
Yes, I love that. But yeah, so that's Fridge, right? And Fridge effectively lets you generate more seeds, and that's part of why when you put a cryo unit in your Burgeon team, you generate more seeds, right? You're fucking yourself a bit less with the burning, with like what I showed you a while ago with like Diona and Barbara, where when you weaved in a Diona E after the burning, your Barbara would still bloom and vaporize rather than just vaporize.
Yeah.
But there's also the other way around, where if you have Dendro in the enemy, applying cryo to them will let you generate more seeds through Fridge. So it's kind of like a hot fridge. So that's an oven, right?
Yes.
and that is where the name came from.
There it is.
But yeah, so if you do the Cryo variation of it, right, with oven, you can use Ganyu. If you do the Electro variation of it, which is curry.
Curry. Wow.
Curry,
okay.
yes. So basically, right, that one dates back to pre-Dendro meta, where we used to have soup. Have you ever heard of the term soup?
In the real world, yes.
In the context of Genshin.
No.
Okay, so basically, when you put Hydro, Electro, Pyro, and Animo in your team.
Wait, was it Hydro, Pyro,
Electro, Animo.
Electro, Animo? Okay. Dude, I feel like I've been playing Genshin wrong this entire time.
Yeah, theory crafting will do that to you. But yeah, so what you can do is you can end up basically having your Animo unit trigger a fuck ton of reactions at the same time. They'll trigger Electro-charged, they'll trigger Vaporize, they'll trigger
It's a lot
Overloaded
of tons.
from swirling shit, right?
Uh-huh.
So here, I put my Globa down.
We love Goba.
I can trigger a bunch of like pyro reactions by swirling Globa
Yeah, okay.
instead of swirling an enemy. Now Suga's level 60, so it doesn't do that much damage, but that's the basic idea behind this kind of theme. You abuse the way that that swirl can trigger. Well, swirl applies the element, which means that if you swirl something onto something that has a different element, you'll trigger a chain reaction.
So is it soup specifically because it's Zhongling?
I don't think that was part of it. I think it was just that like you're mixing a bunch of reactions together in your cauldron.
Okay.
And you're just throwing a bunch of shit in there, a bunch of
Yeah.
ingredients, and blending them all together until you can't even tell what's happening anymore. So it makes it a reaction soup.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, from that, the concept of throwing a bunch of shit together and having it work because of the like way that the game mechanics work
Uh-huh.
has stayed with when Dendro came out with different combinations of elements. So we kept the culinary theme, but just gave it like slightly different names just to differentiate between them. And so the one where you use Electro, right? With your Virgin team, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the difference between this and the Soup team is that instead of Animo, you have Dendro. So instead of like mixing it up a lot, right, with your wind, with your movement, you just put a bunch of vegetables in, right? So it kind of ends up looking more like a curry than a soup.
And a little bit more spicy.
Hence, curry.
Okay.
Now, if you do it with Animo, now this one is a more recent naming that hasn't caught on quite as much yet, but it will. I promise you that. But with an Animo unit, right? It's
I'm scared of
still,
this one.
right? Somewhat similar, but this time, right? Because Kazuo has basically the only Animo unit that works well in this, I figured, you know what? Wouldn't it be pretty cool if we called it Saute?
Saute?
Yeah, like when you saute some onions and shit, right?
Oh, saute. That's just your Canadian
Saute,
accent.
whatever.
Okay.
It's my French accent.
And your French accent.
Because it comes from a word in French, which is like jump, basically.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because that's kind of what you do with your pan, right? Like when you saute
like
your stuff properly, you make it jump, right?
Yeah. That sound is me like flipping the veggies and stuff.
I see. But yeah, and so I figured, it's jump, so yeah. Kazuha does jump.
He does. Okay. And you created this one?
The name, yeah.
Look at you.
Well, someone in my chat, and then I took credit.
Fair. I mean,
But yeah,
Chat's
that's what
irrelevant.
streamers do.
who cares about
True.
that, really?
But yeah. So, all in all, right? If you want to use the curry version, you can use Fischl. If you want to use the oven version, you can use Ganyu, and if you want to use the Saute version, you can use Kazuha.
A lot of food references.
Okay, so let's go through all these units, and let's go through like the things that they're potentially missing, and the order in which we should address them.
Okay.
So I think that you have a pretty you have this, and then
My Kazuha's EM was at 990. What?
well,
How
he's at
did you
more
do
now.
that?
I think I'm just very talented.
What the freak? What the crunch, brother?
I think I'm just too talented. Maybe he was on this. No. So what, like 26 away?
Oh, you're just better.
Yeah, I am. It's just innate talent.
It's just built different, truly.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Right.
Oh,
It's
no.
this, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. Omega lol.
Yeah, okay. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
that.
You're not better then.
I am. Just not because of this. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we've got. I mean, Kazuha, honestly, like, there's not much to do. You actually have a reasonable amount of ER, which is fucking rare for Freedom Sworn Kazuha users and Iron Sting Kazuha users.
What can I say?
So I actually don't think there's anything that you really need to do to improve him.
Okay, big W.
The PW. Okay, that's a fucking waste, but it's fine.
Dude,
You like him. It's
don't
okay.
even.
It's fine.
He's okay, dude.
It's fine. It's fine. I get it. It's okay.
I got like 10 grounds just sitting in my inventory.
I mean, yeah, but so much more that you could have used for better purposes.
Okay, dude. You know what? You're a hater.
Like, the crowns don't matter. It's the Mora. It's so expensive to level talents.
It is super expensive. It's like what, 750k, I think?
Yeah, just for the last one. But like to get it all the way there,
Oh yeah. Isn't that like 2 mil or 3 mil or something like
it's a lot. Okay. Nahida. I mean, you're gonna want to level her weapon to 90, that's for sure. So,
that? I just was like, well, she's over 1,000.
so lamp 90.
Okay. You put that on Raiden.
Oh, it's gonna all be in order here. There's gonna be more than one thing per,
Oh.
and then we'll order them. Why is she on this instead of this? Am I the one who did that? Maybe I am. I don't think so. I think you did
She was
this,
on
right?
that because of the EM.
Yeah. EM is good on her, but you shouldn't like ditch an artifact this good, right? Like the EM is nice and it's good to have, but it's not really worth like swapping like 3 rolls of crit for the 1 roll of EM or something like that, right? Like it's not, especially because specifically in the teams that I've talked to you about, right? With like the Hyperbloom ones and the oven ones, the curry ones, the saute ones, you're gonna have a character with like on 4-piece gilded that is gonna be on over 1,000 EM anyways. You don't need her to be on over 1,000 EM.
Yeah.
You'll get the whole 250 anyways.
Okay. That's a good piece.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a disciple right now.
Hmm?
I feel like you're a disciple right now.
Yes. Learn, absorb my knowledge.
And then I
Okay,
kill
I
you,
mean-
steal your channel, and then become the next theory crafter, and then I name the next elemental.
You don't want to be
reaction.
the next theory crafter. Trust me, you don't.
I don't. You're right. I don't even want to think about numbers like that. I literally. So I got through college, and I did all my English and history stuff, and then my last 2 years was math and science, and I was like,
Like that.
no, I'm good. I'm good actually. I'll just stop here.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I should move the cam for this because it is preventing some people being able to see the artifacts. I think that, like, for Nahida, your artifact quality is not that high, so you could justify farming a bit more.
Okay, that's a good domain to farm too.
Yeah, because I mean, technically, you'd rather get the flop set for Kuki or I mean, yeah, Kuki or I guess Bennet, right?
The flop set.
Yeah, Flowers of Paradise Lost.
Oh my goodness. Yep.
But it's kind of like,
That's the new one, right?
yeah.
Okay. I have
Basically, like, it's good. It's just it's such a minor increase over Gilded that since it's like FOPL, well, it's the flop artifact because it's kind of a flop, you know.
And who is
You
this
do
good
have
for?
an EM Circlet and an EM Sands though, so you could actually just get, and you have some EM substats pieces. Yeah, so you could level that up. Like that's probably worth doing actually.
For Nahida or for?
Not for Nahida, but
Oh,
the fact that you have those pieces makes farming Nahida's domain less efficient
okay.
because it does mean that, like, you don't want Gilded quite as much. Although, because you have a Hytham, Gilded is still not bad.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so we'll have like the Gilded / Deep Wood domain. I don't think you really need to farm flop. Like, you already have some pieces. You kind of just got to level them up, and that's not resin, so I'm not gonna put it in here. Bennet. When you use him with Raiden, you do want his weapon to be level 90. Like, that should be a priority.
What weapon? Alley Flash or?
This can be better, but, like, honestly, I just leveled the Alley Flash, yeah.
Okay.
So, Alley Flash 90. Also want to level his burst. So, Bennet Q. I'll put 12, but if you want to crown it, you can also get it to 13, like, at the same ish priority as where I'm gonna put 12.
Okay.
Xingqiu, want to get this. 590, 5 sword, 90, 5 sword, 90, sword, 90. Right? Yes.
Yep.
It's very, very nice. How much do I charge for account reviews? I don't really do paid reviews anymore. Haven't done them in a pretty long time.
Oh, I didn't even ask. I was just like, collab. Let's do it.
Yeah. But because honestly, like, the thing about these reviews is, like, when it's like with other content creators or stuff like that, like, I'm happy to do it. I think it's good content and entertaining.
Yeah.
But, like, the paid reviews just from viewers, it's like, it's so it if I do, like, a short review, I'll feel like I'm half-assing it and I won't want to charge someone for it. And if I do a long review, well, it's gonna take like 3 hours, and I don't think that there's anyone that could give a better review than me.
Sheesh.
So it's like, I would have to put the price way higher than I would feel comfortable accepting, you know?
Yeah.
For it to actually be a good price. So, I mean, it kind of ends up just being that thing where, like,
What's up, Danko? Nah, I feel you.
Okay, if you do use Ganyu in that team, you don't really want Amos. You could use T-Pulse. You could use Elegy. Elegy would be very good, actually. Speaking of which, you
Okay.
should definitely level that Elegy to 90.
Both?
I'm not sure.
Or yeah. I didn't refine it because I was like,
Yeah.
it's a good weapon, so I'm sure somebody else will use it.
You could put one on each side, and it's not like the refinements on them are like that massive. Like this, you gain 25 more EM and 5 more attack, which is like it's good, but it's not like insanely significant. And it's definitely the weapon you want to put on your Sarah. And if you end up playing a bow user like Fischl or Ganyu on your other side, in like transformative teams, it's also very good there. It's also just very good for Yelan if you end up using it, which you will.
Yeah.
And so, honestly, I would not refine it. I would just level both of them to 90.
Okay. I refined my Jade Spear, and my chat went crazy on me. They were livid. I have like,
fine,
look,
honestly.
I got like 4 of them.
Yeah, honestly, Jade Spear is kind of... It's not the greatest weapon, basically. Like, it
looks so nice, though.
It does. Like, it's a fine weapon. It's just that there's a lot of the polearm users don't synergize with it, basically.
Sag.
Right? Because you gain attacks when you hit things, but a lot of the polearm users, at least the good polearm users, like Xiangling, they snapshot their stats when you cast their burst.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have any stacks if you haven't hit them yet. Which means that you gain this attack, but it doesn't increase the damage of your abilities. Because you've used them when you had less attack. Which means that all in all, generally you just want to use catch instead.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The catch is cracked. It's
True.
just a pain to farm.
It is.
I was crying the entire time while I farmed it.
Yeah. It truly is.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's how I felt.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good. That's also pretty good.
35 based.
This one's garbage.
Yeah, but it's like on set, you know?
Pretty good. This one's very good. I'm leveling this.
I don't think I have anything to level.
Fine, that's fine. I can at least get it to 4, see what it rolls.
Crit damage.
Yeah. No.
I hate my life.
It's fine. It's gonna roll. It's gonna roll.
You can
roll
throw
a
that.
crit.
You can throw that feather in there. That 11, yeah.
All right. I will. Crit rate. Bam. See?
Easy.
I'm just so talented. Crit rate again. Bam. Maybe not.
Cope.
I mean, I'll let you keep going with that if you want. All in all, you generally would rather, especially if you run with double hydro with Zhongli with Yelan. You get hydro resonance, so you get even more HP, which makes the returns that you get from an HP sends, right? Like it's a lower percentage increase, whereas the EM would be the same. So EM is just better, so much better.
Okay.
Very better. EM
Bigger
good.
number.
Yeah, bigger number, better. Crimson Witch for good sands. EM sands. Okay. Who else do we have? High Thumb. Wait, you definitely want to get him to level 90. If you play him in like spread / quicken teams, he'll trigger a lot of spread. And spread is like a weird mix between the like vape reactions and the like Hyperbloom stuff, where it has a base damage and it gets increased by some of your stats. right? So it can crit, and it gets increased by your dendro damage, but it also has its own base damage, and that base damage scales with your level, very similarly to how the Hyperbloom base damage scales with your level, which means that getting him to level 90 is pretty important.
Okay.
Sarah, getting her to level 90 won't matter that much, but getting her E leveled up,
Do it.
right? It increases the attack bonus ratio, so it makes her buff bigger, right?
To get it to 12?
Yeah, I mean, right now you can get it to 11, and then you'd need to ascend her to get it to 12 or 13.
Oh, right. Okay.
But Sarah, E11, Sarah, A6, which means Ascension 6, it just means ascend her.
Okay.
And when it's just the ascension and not the level, it means that you want to ascend her, but there's not much of a need to actually level her after that, right?
Yeah.
So characters that scale more with talent levels generally care more about the ascension than the actual levels themselves.
Right.
And then Sarah, E12. But this will be very low priority because A, it's not like your Raiden's going to need it. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
And B, it's like not that big of an increase either. I mean, this looks nice. Maybe talent levels would be nice. Oh, that's level 4.
Yeah.
I was like, where did all the rolls go?
As you can see, it didn't hit crit, so I was like, whatever.
Yeah, she was supposed to be like maybe.
I think she was on that one, yeah. No.
This one?
No, I think the one oh no, what Sucrose is on, I think.
Yeah, let's give her this one instead.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't use Sino.
Okay. You can swap her to 2-piece, right? If you don't want to level this to like 2-piece TF, 2-piece Glad, or 2-piece TF, 2-piece Human Hours, or 2-piece Human Hours, 2-piece Glad, or 2-piece whatever.
I'll level it. I just, yeah.
Okay.
Unless 2-piece is better. I don't know.
It depends on the team. It actually can be, yeah. And in the teams like here, like in Curry, for example, it generally 2-piece is better because you don't apply that much Electro compared to all of your other elements. So like that 35% damage bonus is only when the enemies are affected with Electro. And that's not actually that... Like, it does happen, but it's going to be like 40-ish% maybe uptime. At which point, you're just better off going 2-piece Thundering Fury plus whatever else.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like you've got some pretty good Thundering Fury pieces, too, so... Yeah, I thought this is pretty good. So you can probably find a way to make it work, but you don't need to farm for that. It is probably worth, at the very least, leveling her official E to 11, because it does increase her damage.
Right.
A nice little amount. Kuki, 90. You can level her talents just to get a little bit better healing. The damage doesn't really matter. It's just if you find that her healing isn't enough, you can level her talents.
So her E is the one worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't bother.
Okay.
It's just, if you find that you die and you want that to stop, this can help.
Her dying or other team members dying?
Other team members dying.
Okay.
Or her dying. Just anyone dying.
Okay.
Is that it? I think that's it, right? Oh yeah, John Lee. I didn't talk about John Lee. I don't think there's anything you really need to do. Well, all right. Let's be real. Okay, this is his best weapon.
But the damage.
It's more damage with this.
Wait, really?
Yes, because he generates energy for your Xingqiu, who does more damage than him.
But the meatball.
Fuck the meatball. Meatball sucks. It's not worth using.
It does, but it's fun.
Yeah, but you can use it more often with bonus lines.
Okay, fair. You're the theory crafter, not me.
Yep. Also, you want him on crit rate circlet always, so that he can proc the Fav. Like, at the end of the day, Zhongli's purpose in the Hu Tao team is literally just, like, give the shield.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give him whatever. What I like doing is I like putting him on 4-piece tenacity with a crit rate circlet. And just literally any main stat. Like, I think sometimes he's on fucking EM Goblet. It doesn't matter.
See if I have a 4-piece tenace. I might.
That's a crit rate, so, I mean, you could use that if you level it. I mean, these are not the right main stat, but it's not like it matters. Same for... I mean, attack is not bad. It's just, if you want the shield, it's better than not having it, I guess. Yeah, like, you could use... Like, right now, with what you have, if you wanted me to use it, like, as of this second, I would do this, and then just give him any crit rate circlet. Maybe. But if you actually like build them up a little bit, I just level the +4 this one, and then maybe put him on like HP Sands or something like that. But it's not. You don't really need to farm for it because at the end of the day, right? It's not like you're gonna die. You should be fine. With Xingqiu's damage reduction plus Zhongli, it's really hard to die. maybe you'll impress me. Who knows? Yeah, Yelan. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be Yelan as well. So Elegy, you want her on Emblem? I haven't looked too much at your Emblem, or that's not what. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna...
You can use a stand-in. You can use, like, Candace as a Yelan stand-in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
For artifacts.
Oh! Goodness. That's nice.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember that.
You've got a few others that could be good, but, like, that's nice. And also potentially... Okay, so you're definitely gonna need to... Maybe not farm the emblem domain, but at least level up a lot of your emblem pieces. You are going to want Xingqiu on attack sands. In double hydro with Yelan, sometimes you can even get away with like attack sands plus Jade Cutter.
Oh, okay.
Or at least ER sands Jade Cutter. But you definitely won't need an ER weapon plus an ER sands. That's very overkill in double hydro. In solo hydro, it can be like it's still overkill, but it can be more comfortable than doing something else. Like it's not the end of the world. But in double hydro, if you go with Yelan, like you definitely don't need all that ER.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good though. That's really good though. It might be worth farming some emblem nonetheless, though, just to.
You mean continue farming?
Yes. Yes, that is what I mean. One thing that is very much worth keeping in mind is HP circlets can actually be good for Yelan. So if you find an HP circlet with like double crit substat, lock that shit.
I might have one. I feel like I.
You don't. I checked.
Oh, I mean not as. I mean in like out of all the artifacts, I don't.
I see.
Oh. Wait, use Candace as like an artifact dummy for what I should have on Yelan.
Sure. So you don't have another Hydro Gauntlet, right?
No. I do.
That's probably worth leveling then. You want to level it now?
Sure, to level 4.
To 4, okay.
That's all the artifacts I probably have for it.
And we can ditch an old one.
Crit.
Attack is good. It means that like you could use this on Xingqiu and put Xingqiu's goblet on Yelan.
Okay.
This is very nice. Do you have something with HP percent sub? Oh, this one doesn't count because it's attack percent main. So no. I mean, you have it. I mean, this is insane. I guess you put this.
Away from Kuki? Wow.
I mean, Cookie doesn't want crit. She just wants EM.
Oh, right.
That is supposed to be on Raiden usually.
Oh, yes.
It could potentially be worth leveling either of these, but right now, like, this is pretty good.
Okay.
And then I missed one of them. I mean, you can kind of just go for any. Right, you just need to level this. You probably get this one to 4 as well, right?
Hey, yo.
Good start. Good start. Good start.
Huge.
You probably want to use that.
Yo, dump a. See if I have something to dump in there.
All right. Let's see what we got. That's good. Do you use this?
Nope.
All right. I want this number to stay on 299 and this number to stay on 4.7. Yeah.
Dies of cringe, bro. What?
It's still pretty good, which is the worst part about it.
Oh my
but yeah,
gosh.
that's unfortunate.
See if those golds up top will get it there.
I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah. Let's dump a +4. Why do you have this? It's gonna get ×2, it's fine. It did not get ×2.
Surely.
Wait, actually, let me look at them before I ditch them. Yeah, okay. Now we get ×2.
Of course.
That's good. Like, this is a very good piece. It's just, it could have been so much better.
That HP, bro.
Yeah. I mean, 5 HP is not a dead stat, so it's still good. But, yeah. Like, this is a pretty solid ratio to start with. And then you've definitely got a few improvements you can do.
Yeah.
And Yelan has crit damage ascension, I think.
5-piece emblem based.
Yeah. And you're going to be on 136 plus, well,
Elegy.
yeah, Elegy, which is 55, I think.
Or whatever, Aqua, because I'm going for staff.
Honestly, if you play her with Hu Tao, you don't want her on Aqua. You just
Elegy
go Elegy. Kinda, yeah. Ugh. Oh yeah, and this is on 5-piece emblem, so you could like ditch whichever one of these pieces is the worst.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she says crit rate, not crit damage. My mistake.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'll probably take that circlet off her and give it back to.
Yeah,
my
probably. Yeah. So then, what do we got for good off pieces? Circlets.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good. Actually, let's take a look at if we have any like a lot of HP percent. That's not HP. It is HP percent. Oh, it's an HP percent main stat. Never mind. That's actually kind of good. That's also very good. You've got a bunch of different artifacts you could use. For now, I guess.
Do I want HP main stat or a substat?
There's not much of a difference between HP and crit on Yelan. basically.
Okay. Okay.
So you can kind of go for whatever suits your ratios or just you have higher quality for.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. Is there anything else that I haven't done? So for Yelan, I mean, you're gonna have her talents, but like, I don't think I need to mark it down.
What's her priority?
Burst first, and then E. And you don't
Okay.
even bother with a normal.
I get them both to 9.
Yeah, with burst being like a lot more important. Like I'd go burst level 9 before E level 7, basically.
Do I take them both to 6 or just?
Yeah,
6
because
and
at the
then
beginning it's
burst
very
9?
cheap. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean those things like they would be like basically the highest priority once you get her.
Right. Okay.
So. Okay, but with it for these, let's put them in order. What's probably the most important thing? Probably Kuki 90 actually.
Yeah.
Like right now you can play the teams with Raiden, but if you end up needing 2 teams, Raiden's on one of the sides, you can't use her on both, right? So
Yeah.
getting that Kuki to 90 to actually be able to play her there would be a massive deal.
Uh-huh.
Then it's probably worth getting probably at least 2 of the 5 swords to 90.
Okay.
Just because it gets you that additional ER when you level it up, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
It's more damage on Xingqiu if you use them on him. After that, probably Sarah's E because it's relatively cheap and it's pretty low level right now.
Okay.
Favalance. I mean, levels on Favalance aren't actually that important because they don't do anything for Zhongli, right? Zhongli's burst isn't necessary to use. And his damage is negligible. So it's kind of just like you level him if you want the burst to do more damage, which you said that you do, but it's not like a particularly high priority thing. It's basically you do it whenever you feel like it.
Yeah. Okay. Bennet Q maybe.
Yeah. Bennet Q might actually be. Nah, it's probably below just because it's a lot more expensive because it's higher talent level. Then probably a Hytham level 90.
Okay. Maybe an Elegy.
Right now, Elegy isn't that like necessary to level. Actually, that's not true. You do want it for Sarah. Honestly, maybe that should probably be above. Well, at least one of them. Then probably Ali Flash. Ali Flash should also be above. Weapons are just so much cheaper to level than other things.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff like it doesn't really matter that much if you level it. But like LG Ali Flash, right? It's base attack for characters who buff based on their base attack, so it's pretty good. I guess after that, you probably do the third 5 sword. After that, you probably finish off your weapons, so probably LG first, then Lamp. Then we go for probably Official's E. I guess Fab Lance. Gilded and Deepwood. Probably Crimson Witch first. Although this is not necessarily something you need to do with resin, you can always just do it for through Strongbox and just farm Gilded and Deepwood, and just like ditch your bad pieces into Crimson Witch Strongbox.
Yeah, can't remember the last time I ran Crimson Witch. I just did whatever it's called, Strongbox. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the list. That's the ordered list.
Dude, this is helpful.
That's I hope so.
I feel like
that's the point.
I just feel like I've kind of just been like playing Genshin and like wishing and like giving up halfway on things. So it's nice to have like a now every time I play, it's like okay, not like I turn on the game and I'm like okay, what am I gonna do with my resin? Well, let me just condense it and run Emblem because I want to.
I mean, there should also be Emblem at the back to Emblem. Ansara. But yeah, and then for the teams, right? You've got your baseline like strong teams. You've got your my camera's blocking for chat. Let me. So you've got Raiden Hyper, which is Raiden, Bennet, Kazuha, Sarah. You've got double Hydro Hutao, double Hydro Hyperbloom. So for this, you go Hutao, Zhongli, Xingqiu, Yelan. And for this, Nahida, Kuki, Xingqiu, Yelan. Then you've got double Dendro, Hytham. So you've got Hytham, Nahida, Kuki, and then either Yelan or Xingqiu.
Okay.
After that, you've got Curry Bennett, official Nahida. So, oops. You've got Oven Bennett. You've got Bennett, Ganyu, Nahida. So this shouldn't be slash Yelan. I don't know why. And then you've got Saute. Do I know? I don't have. I got a new computer recently. I haven't gotten the French keyboard yet.
Literally throwing.
What's the all code for it? 130. Yeah.
Saute.
It should be Saute. Kazuha. So, Bennett. Kazuha. Nahida. Xingqiu. And then, was that it? I think that was it.
I think there
right?
was one more. There was one more Hutao team. Double Pyro Hutao team, I think.
Oh, yeah, but it's the one I did at the very beginning, right? One
Yes.
with Amber. Do you actually want to play that? Because it's a team that's pretty squishy and pretty hard to play.
No.
No? Okay.
If I hear the word squishy, no.
Alright.
Yeah, when's the air fryer team coming in?
You wanna know about air fryer?
Oh, is that a real thing? I just saw somebody
Yeah,
in
it
chat.
is. Yes,
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh. Alright, show me the air fryer.
Okay, I mean, you have Venti, so you can do it.
My Anima boys. It's the only reason I wished for what's his name? Wanderer.
Whatever.
Yo, what's up, Haptic? Yo, this is about to be a beefy video to edit, bro.
Yeah, this is a team that's like actually pretty decent in AoE and pretty garbage in single target.
Fair.
I guess this domain's too squishy. Let's show it against the Gilded Dreams domain. Venti also doesn't have his burst, which is fucking dies of cringe. It's fine.
This might be like an hour-long vid. It won't be a lot to like edit, maybe, but yeah, double POV probably.
Okay.
It'll be long, but probably
okay,
not a lot
it's
to
not
edit,
that
I
bad.
think. My mom bought me an air fryer.
How's it going?
It's good. I mean, chicken nuggies, you know. Based.
Yeah. So basically, this team, you have burning, but because you're swirling pyro, the unit that's triggering the burning is your animal unit, which means that because you want to build them full EM anyways, you get actually somewhat decent damage out of your burning.
I actually kind of like this team.
It's also basically like self-sustaining, right? So if I Like as long as Nahida's E is still active on them, anytime I hit them with an animo attack, they'll start burning again.
And that's the right artifacts on them? Like, I don't have to change artifacts?
No,
Or
not right now. But
maybe for...
you don't need to farm new artifacts for it, no. It's just him on EM as well if you can, otherwise it doesn't really matter that much. Nahida on whatever, Bennet on whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, right, like, once you've done this, once...
GG's.
You do this, and they all start burning again. Even if they're very far away from each other.
Dang, bruh.
So it's a team where, like, if you're against, like, very large groups of enemies, it's kind of like, it prevents you from fucking up, basically.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't know you could do that with Nahida's E. I didn't know you could scan like that. I thought they all just had to be, like, in frame.
Mm-hmm. One thing that can be a little bit of a problem with this though is Burning's AoE is very, very small, but it can damage you. And unlike Burgeon and Bloom, it's not divided by 20 for self damage. It's just the same damage as you do to enemies. Thing is, an enemy in floor 12 has like 600,000 HP. You have 20,000 HP.
Yeah.
Which means that a thing that can actually and probably will happen very often with a team like this
Bro, good night.
Is this.
Oh, shoot. How did that happen? The Electro? Or the burning?
No, it's burning. It's just burning deals a lot of damage to yourself.
Holy cow.
And if you're against a lot of enemies, it deals even more damage because there's no actual limit to how many instances of burning you can take from your own burning. To the point where this is one of the very few
that is full
things
screen,
that can
Gib.
kill you through Bennet Burst.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Also, you can see who's talking at the bottom with the highlights, so.
I'm pretty sure I didn't hit one of the enemies, but it's fine.
Bro, Jian Kazuha.
So he just died in the middle of his E animation because I took 5,000 damage in the air.
Holy cow. That's actually crazy.
But it's very funny. So, like, it's not even a real downside because it's funny when it happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so honestly, I think that covers everything I wanted to cover today.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's super helpful. I like it. I have
hope,
objectives now.
I hope you managed to learn a thing or two. Let me also set teams and then investment priority list. Let me send you. Do you have Excel?
Maybe.
I'll just copy it in a Google Sheet then and send it to you just in case. Or actually, I can just copy paste this. No.
Beats me, bro. I'm not a Excel nerd.
There you go. Okay, so I have sent you the sheet, the thing.
Thank you.
I wanted to catch the second day of LCS. I think it started 40 minutes ago, so I'm gonna be taking my leave. But thank you for joining.
No, yeah, thanks for
it was a blast.
Yeah, it was fun. Appreciate it, dude.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I mean, we can try to figure out a way to see how the progress is going a few months from now or something. And
yeah, that'll be fun.
So we'll figure that out. And yeah, I'll see you around.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
See ya.
See ya. All right, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad he spammed that because I have passwords in my messages with him. Yo, okay, that was fun. I learned a ton. Real quick, let's go. Powatow, thanks for the follow. T-Bone, thanks for the follow. Spook, yo, thanks for the sub. I'm so. Oh, wait, I got a couple subs. Oh, that's not Twitch. Just kidding. Yo, all the follows are coming in. Everybody, thank you. Let's go.
Little spro.
Let's go real quick.
Go say hi. He might be like ending his stream very soon, but
Wait, I'm gonna gift him 5 subs real quick.
at the very least, don't give me subs. Whatever. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
Yeah.
Bro, I appreciate it. You are now officially my new favorite viewer. And I want you to know I don't say that to everyone. It's really only you. You've always been, and always will be my favorite viewer. Thank you.
Really
Now,
has.
one thing you might not have known, chat, is
have a special place in my heart.
Twitch notifications actually prevent you from being able to raid people.
Good. I stopped him from the raid. All right, Joe. Sick. Very nice. Very fun time. What do you guys think? Hoi, Sensei. Yo, Jeff, dude. Who's Jeff? Somebody. Who is that? Kind of a weird name, dude. Jeff. Kind of weird. Some loser, I think. Yeah, probably. Yo, thanks for the raid, dude, and thanks for all the help today. That was super fun. Yo, everybody that's following, I'm not gonna thank you individually, okay? Because it's gonna be a lot of you, but I want you to know that Dude, why do I keep doing this? I'm doxing my email. I probably need to switch that email, actually. Can I do that? Does Hoyoverse let you switch email? Do. All the follows, yo, thank you everybody. I appreciate you all. Yo, thanks to Jeff. You too. Have fun watching. LCS. Do. This moment will be frozen in time. Yo, welcome in, everybody. If you don't know who I am, my name is Spro. I'm also Dish's husband. I stream Genshin. I occasionally stream Valorant. I'm streaming both on YouTube and Twitch, so welcome in, Twitch people. You want to sub to my YouTube, @Spro on YouTube. That's where you can find me. Best Valo player, and I'm hard stuck diamond. Although right now I think I'm plat. No, I think I'm gold 3 for the reset. I deranked out of plat. So okay, let's go back to Genshin real quick. And yeah, so all the follows, I appreciate you. I hope to see you guys in here every now and then. Good to meet you all. do, 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 do.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Alright, this dude screwed up my Raiden, bro. Can you believe it? Let's do Sara here. Dude. This guy, bro. Oh my gosh. Where's Emblem? Thank you. That's not it, is it? That is it. Thank you. I think I was on that one. I think this is my Raiden build. Not quite, but that's fine. Oh, because of this. I don't. Oh, what did I have? I don't even try to remember. Might have been this one actually. Yes, it was this one. Yeah, that looks more like it. No EM Raiden? Not right now.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Okay, I think I have some resin. It's hard to build Raiden. You can't use crit weapon because you need ER. I hate her sometimes. Yeah. Gwabby, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, let's spend resin, and then honestly, I'm probably gonna end my stream. Does the abyss reset? I don't know. Actually, I'm just gonna condense. I need to eat. I'm starving. My coffee from this morning is hit. You want to clip a new VOD for the Raiden? Not yet. Not yet. I need to have a solidified Raiden build right now. And I don't have that at the moment. We could do runs in what's the first? What's this? Let's just run this dummy. Wait, which? Oh yeah. He said to run this one, so we'll just go here real quick.
Adventure time.
I have C6 Raiden, yeah.
Here we go. Well, let's light it up.
Into the wind.
Everybody stand back. Glory to the Shogun.
The wind knows me. Now you're testing my patience. Into the wind. Time to go.
Ooh, okay. Cope. Cope harder.
Time to go.
Oops, not what I meant to do.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Flash! Teamwork is strength!
Now you're testing my patience.
Impossible! I'm no turning back! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
I did 87k right there. It's pretty rough. Let's see. Cope. Potential for something, I guess. Alright. Prage here.
Adventure time!
You are not welcome here. Into the wind.
Quiver!
As one with wind and cloud.
Go in! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
I didn't wait. That was a waste of an ult. Yo, Spook! Oh wait, no, that's Esther Boot. Thanks for the follow. Yo, Grasp of Bone. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Last one. 148k. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing the rotation wrong, I think. I think it's supposed to be Sara, Kazuha, Benny. Yo, Zishi, thanks for the follow.
You are not welcome here.
Flash! Storm the front!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Teamwork is strength! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
There we go, 273. What's up, Australis? Okay, this is the last one. Dude. Sash. Derp, thanks for the follow. What do we got here? Nice. Super duper uber sick. All right. We're gonna call it there. I'm very hungry, so let's see who we can pass this raid on to. Is there anybody live? Yo, Dawn is live. Let's raid Dawn. Yo, so if you're on Twitch, we're gonna raid Dawn. Raid Xingqiu. This is the raid message if you would like to copy and paste. If not, no big deal. I think you gotta be a sub to actually use some of those emotes. So if you're a sub, you can use that one. If you're not a sub, you can use this message and you can copy and paste that one. All right, so let's go show Ms. Dawn Slice's fiance some love. All right, everybody enjoy your evenings, and I will see you maybe tomorrow. If not, I'll probably see you Monday. Ms. Connor, thanks for the follow. All right, YouTube, sorry you can't be part of the raid, but I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Monday. All right, goodbye.